rather interesting. As you know, that means you can find a hook shot behind Ridley, you can find the Various suit up on Death Mountain, you could find a Spring Ball sitting in Meridia. You never know. It could be exactly as you expect or exactly what you don't.
Exactly. Yeah, you can find even a gravity suit in Meridia, but only in selected spots, because this is the hard mode of this randomizer. For this tournament, we are using the hard logic, which can expect some more difficult Super Metroid tricks, up to and including Suitless Meridia, CWJ, and some Upper North Rare Hell runs. And there are a few other things, but they're all pretty specific to the hard logic, but yeah, it looks like we are underway.
So being that this is a cooperative tournament, you got one player is going to take one route and the other player is going somewhere else. These two checks at Blue Bryn are in logic. A little D-boost to get the ceiling E-tank, and of course the Morph Ball pedestal is always the first thing you can check on the Super Metroid side.
Yep. I caught a pendant at Hera and a red crystal at Eastern, Mist Desert. And we see a bottle in Link's house for Lenifus.
MST is going to show us that we have nothing but a nickel on the Morph pedestal. That means we'll have a gander off this way. Scarlet pretty much in lockstep with him at this point.
Yeah, this is pretty close. Well, I say it's close. We're a minute in. And just
nice.
So MST is going to reset that one.
Nice and vanilla, just as it should be, right?
I mean, why not? You had that sweet refill if you mess up the D-boost too many times. It's really nice.
So it's decided to go ahead and do a Houlihan. Now, if you poke around with the camera a little bit, you end up in this debug room. It has 225 rupees, which can be rather useful going forward.
Yeah, Houlihan, I feel like in the beginning is a lot more common in co-op than it is in solo, just because you're not always guaranteed all those early rupees that you are guaranteed more in solo, just because you aren't doing everything. Ooh, that's a good bomb triple. I think that was like tier 1 or something?
Yeah, we saw the tier 3 was single rupees, but the bombs coming off tier 1, as I don't think Leno killed more than one enemy here. That's going to enable us to check most of Kakariko Village in one swoop without having to worry about buying.
For sure, yeah. The 8 bombs is just a great triple to find, and since because of how SMZ3 works with triples, it's not really all that hard to get to any specific tier if you know what tier you're going to be going for. Just because of when you transition games, the game sets you to tier 3. So then if you take damage, you can get it to tier 2, and ironically enough, tier 1's the hardest to get to because you've got to pull a tree and then pull it again after killing an enemy.
Well, as it so turns out, we're being shown bombs are relatively free in this seed anyway. Ooh, that was something blue on Scarlet's screen. I didn't see if that was a mail or flippers.
That is a Book of Medora on the Lumberjack ledge.
Ooh.
So it'll be really interesting to see whether that's required.
So it's probably a mail that Scarlet peeked at, because she's not going for it.
Yeah, early game mails are really useful, but definitely skippable.
So watch this, that Lenofus is picking up his first pack of power bombs. We're going to want at least one of those to be able to get around SM once Morph Ball is uncovered. You're going to want probably 2 or 3 packs to make getting around a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, you definitely want 2 or 3 if you can find them, but 1's definitely doable. You just got to route it well with your partner.
So it looks like FhailGuys are going to converge on North Kakariko just about half a screen behind each other.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be seeing MST heading into the Lost Woods to probably get that Power Bomb pack that Leno got. And we see something at Chicken Hut. Scarlet's dropping that last bomb because she doesn't need it.
Oh, there's your Morph Ball. Nice Sphere 1 more for this seed. We're going to see some early Super Metroid, more than likely, here.
Yeah, the SMZ3s like to divide themselves into 2 main types of seeds, and this has very easily categorized itself with that very early morph.
Sphere 1 in Link to the Past is rather vast, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see one person stay behind.
Yeah, for sure. You can easily have just one person do, like, Eastern or Escape, and another person do South Shore, just to make sure you're not missing out on anything in Link to the Past. Yeah, I would not say it's unforeseen that we'll see just one runner book it into SM. Oh, we see that reserve in the well, so Leno's probably going to be telling MST to pick that one up.
And that should be everything we can see in Kakariko between both teams here. So what do you think the next move is, MM2?
Definitely send someone to South Shore. The disadvantage of doing a double early Kakariko, in my eyes, is it's hard to like decide where the other person's going to go, because obviously you'll have one person doing South Shore. It's very viable with this scenario to have just the player who's got the more power bombs just to go straight to SM now, than like the other players sticking Link to the Past. But you could also just have both players sticking in Link to the Past, or you could just be really aggressive and just have neither player sticking in Link to the Past, and just like one player do a Red Tower descent, or do a Retro Bryn descent, or any number of things. There's a lot of divergence possible with that early Morph Ball.
Well, don't look now, but So's already gone to Super Metroid, and we're going to see some parts in Upper Criteria here.
Yeah, 10 power bombs is definitely decent, though the 5 supers is it's a bit worrying, but I have confidence. Really, it's the lack of missiles that's the most troubling, just because like you never think about wanting to have missiles, just because once you get like 20, they're pretty much obsolete.
All right, MST and Scarlet will do South Shore. I wonder where Leno's going to go.
I would not be surprised to see Leno jump into SM. He will not.
Looks like Leno might be considering either Castle or Eastern. This is totally a Saha side play. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you've got the options of Castle and Eastern with this loadout, if you've already done Uncle, which I think both teams have, then you're probably going to do Eastern, because it's just straight up more density. And you don't have a good weapon to do from escape with. Though doing it with bombs is definitely totally viable.
It might actually pay out for Leno as well. If he gets so much as ammunition for SM, that might prove to be a little bit of time save moving forward, rather than having to possibly farm for the few supers that you have in your arsenal. High jump boots. Yeah. That's a pretty nice thing to find here. It's going to make movement in SM very nice.
Yeah, high jump boots just one of those things that you love to find. I wouldn't say, okay, no, there is probably a situation where you wouldn't want to find high jump boots. If it's like if you're in Go -1. Ooh, Scarlet running low on bombs. So okay, she's going to reset. So FROMPS time will not be seeing Mini Moldorm Cave just yet.
Lenif is a little more bold here. He's going for the gauntlet play.
Yeah, I definitely like this more from Leto. Seeing the 10 power bombs, but not wanting to do the gauntlet, just wanting to get straight on with Bryn Star is definitely understandable. So missing the mock ball, I think that was just like a wait more for something. I wasn't really paying attention.
And Scarlet dipping into Super Metroid with only that one power bomb pack, that kind of sketches me out a little bit.
Yeah, especially with no supers, given how free supers were in Sanctuary Chess.
Uh-oh, and now we've got MST has pulled Akina Samaria out of Mini Moldorm Cave, so I have a feeling FROMPS Time's not going to be leaving that behind. The question is, when do you go back to South Shore?
Whenever. It's super dense, so I'll probably go back to it sooner than later. But yeah.
Oh, now you go back to it for sure.
I mean, yeah, you have to at some point. Yeah, Canis Samaria is just one of those items that you can... Oh, Leno just bailed out. Though he probably does want that super, but he's happy it's not like a Varia suit and he has to redo the gauntlet.
So those flippers will probably bring FROMPS time back into the area of South Shore. That, that puts Zora and the water checks all on the table here.
Yeah, those flippers are definitely gonna take FROMPS time away from the last locating Samaria scene, because Samaria is just so easy to last locate because it locks almost nothing. Oh, there's our other male upgrade, so that's gonna be really nice. I think we also saw Ether in Etikun Supers. And also the wave beam on the Scarlet side of Alpha Missiles is going to be really nice.
If you could have any one beam early, I think wave is probably the one you want.
Hard agree. Yeah, wave's just super great. Plasma's a second, but I would much prefer wave over plasma.
So Leno with no missiles. He can't actually get into this Brinstar reserve room without 5 missiles or a super.
What if he just got lucky and got missiles from the last 3 enemies he could kill?
It seems unlikely, but I'll take it.
Well, I mean, that's what happened.
And don't look now, but Scarlet's got a little butter knife attached to her Link sprite now.
Yeah, as well as the ability to see things, but better, and also break the game. In that set, that is.
So, Blue Brinstar kind of giving us a little bit of offense for both games. Not a bad thing to have.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Scarlet? Why are you not checking the behind morph item? I'm very confused by that. Like, it's cheaper now on power ROMs than it is later from, like, the meme route area. MST bombing that Agena chest. Not sure what it was.
I wonder if Scarlet's going to go for Red Tower here. She doesn't have supers, though.
Yeah, you need supers to do anything in top of Red Tower, so I wouldn't be surprised to see her pop back in the Link to the Past. Ah, okay. Okay, that makes sense given the reaction from MST.
And we have an early bow, so we're not going to be hunting for that today.
Yeah, also being able to mimic Clever Knot won't play a role. Though we do have a Crystal Eastern, so it's not like the bow could be not required if both team members could mimic Clip. Yeah, mimic Clip is just it's a really edge case thing. Yeah, here we have MST getting that high jump. Definitely makes sense to get it before doing SM. Just since it makes SM faster, and MST's going to do Eastern.
Yes, he is. And Eastern, of course, being Sphere 1, this could be a little bit more information that opens up one game or the other.
Yeah, for sure.
Although he might peel away if Leno's like, here, have a bow.
Oh yeah,
there he goes.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah, no more early Eastern for MST. Wants that bow.
So this will be front of escape then for FhailGuys from MST, as Big Pink has seen a little bit of farming action from both So and Leno here. Now Leno's going to have to farm for at least 1 super to get out.
Yeah, so just wanting all the supers you can get. I didn't like that Wavegate attempt from So. He didn't either.
So we did see Scarlet make the play to go down Red Tower. So we'll be seeing some new checks from the top of Brinstar in just a moment. Yep. These Zevs are very stingy when it comes to dropping ammo.
It's almost like they decide what they're dropping instead of it being RNG. We see a magic cape in the first chest of Hyrule Castle, so That's a Sphere 1 cape. So I wonder if the game wants to put Aga in logic, but of course that's just a very, very small thing. Now we'll see Leno and So trade places with what garbage item they're getting.
Leno making the wave gate look a lot easier with high jump, because it is.
Yep, that's pretty true, I gotta say.
And,
Go ahead.
say MST deciding that bombs are the way to go here. We're going to get in front of the castle fully cleared out. Scarlet not really finding anything of value up in Red Tower.
Yeah, nothing really of value in Pink Bren besides that bow, though that is kind of important. It's now interesting to see how far, if at all, Leno can go in Retrobin. There's silvers.
Alright, well, combat in Link to the Past appears to be pretty free right now, with the exception of not really having much for swords.
Well, one's better than 0, so it's definitely not nothing. Alright, so Leno not going to do anything in Retro Bren. Makes sense, he's only got 2 power bombs. 3, no, he had 3 back then, but yeah, now he's got 4.
Honestly, I think this makes sense because MST can just go ahead and do the reverse sprint loop here. Oh, there's your Moon Pearl. How intriguing.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen Pearl at Spazer a lot more frequently than usual recently, but that's most likely confirmation bias.
Alright, so Leno will pick up his Moon Pearl. That Moon Pearl doesn't really say too much just yet. I mean, all we've got to work with right now is a single sword and a cape. No glove, no hammer.
Yeah, even if we found a lamp somewhere, we would need a hook shot in addition to those flippers in order to be able to get to West Dark World, though we do have access to Pyramid Pod if we somehow did Aga.
Well, don't look now. So wants to check X-ray with this equipment. Or no.
Yeah.
He's just picking up power bombs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's doable, but it's super tight with this situation.
It's not just super tight, it's quite risky because if you die you lose like that bow and the ether and the flippers and you have to go all the way back and you haven't saved and it's just bad. It's bad, bad, bad.
Well, we are going to see our first boss of the day, and it's great.
Yep, here we go. Scarlet using that power bomb to, I think it's kill the claw in like the bad place and get it to the good place that causes less lag. It's a lag reduction thing.
And nails the quick kill on the retry. Very well done.
Yeah, that's a quite good quick kill. The 2 missile 3 super kill versus the 0 missile 4 super kill is definitely less relevant in rando than it is in vanilla because you generally have more supers going into Kraid in rando than vanilla, but it's definitely relevant. Plus, it's just straight up faster.
And Leto unfortunately did miss, so he's not getting the quick kill. He's going to dance with Kraid for a moment here.
It doesn't have any missiles, so this there's a missile drop. Okay, that was. I thought at least one of the supers was gonna hit Kraid's hand, but he gets the cleanup kill. There's
No.
Yeah, this is looking very much like Aga at this point, at least between both teams. If we find a hook shot, I would be very surprised to not see Aga. But I mean, the game could just be like, here's your hook shot, and then here's your glove and hammer on East Death Mountain. because why not? But anyway, here we have Scarlet finding the Master Sword.
Oh no. If you ever wanted to redouble the fact that the game's trying to tell you, hey, go to Aghanim, you're still looking for a hookshot. I mean, you could find what you need in Pod for all you know.
Yeah, I mean, we do have the bow, so it's for sure gonna open the back without a hammer, but I mean, it's still kind of ugly to know you'll have to double dip Pod unless you somehow find hammer in here.
That'll be the first sword Leno picks up.
Oh yeah, also, that book on Lumberjack, if they do Aga, that'll just be obsolete pretty much, because you can just go and pick that up whenever you want. No required 5-minute commitment.
Well, yes and no, because we still have to find the boots before we can think about picking up that book. Unless you want to do, like, a shake storage or something.
Well, I mean, I thought you couldn't do the shake storage without a pendant Eastern. But I don't know the details of that glitch, but yeah. You do need the boots. Here we see Scarlet saving the old man, doing it the logical way with the lamp. Not that it's anything different, just...
Getting a pretty healthy reward, though. That Plasma Beam is a nice offensive output increase for Samus.
Yeah, for sure. Plasma Wave is just it's my favorite. Oh, Scarlet takes a death. I mean, it's fine. She's got that.
Yeah, she just saved the old man, so that's A-okay. What's not A-okay, so currently fighting Kraid with no charge beam and no ammo.
Yeah, he has to farm those Kraid claws for ammo in order to kill Kraid. Source, I have done this in a tournament match of GT Classic, which is just not fun. It's also really slow.
Well, I thought Leno was dead rocked for a moment there, but he gets to just squeak on by.
Oh, and so Kojak's the missile. So, still on 2 missiles, so hopefully... No, don't use the ammo to shoot the eyes, though, please. Okay, yeah, it took his time getting that last missile set up, but it was definitely worth it. Just ensuring that the missile connected.
Alright, so now with 2 swords in hand, Scarlet's going to come into the Moldorm Cave, and FROMPS time will know about their Keen of Samaria.
Yep.
This kind of works out well, too. As stated, the flippers do enable them to go ahead and have a gander at Zora, Waterfall.
Yeah, this could definitely entice them to Zora area a lot earlier than FhailGuys, which it looks like it is doing. But the FhailGuys will likely do Zora before something like Aga, for example.
Right, and Crystal Eastern did come into logic with everything we've uncovered here, so Leno's taking the place of what MSG was going to do earlier. He's going in.
He is indeed. We'll see what we find here.
We have barely enough E-tanks to consider Hell Runs MM2.
We found 2 reserves and MSTS3 E-tanks, so yes. And we have the high jump to get through Pre-Cathedral without a Nova boost. Why do I even call that a Nova boost? I think it's because in Snick's run that I learned Nova boost from, he called it Nova boost. even though the enemy you're boosting off of is a Sova. I don't even know.
Now everyone calls them Novas, even though they're Sovas.
They are Sovas, indeed. And I try to call them Sovas, except when I'm talking about the boost in Pre-Cathedral. Oh, does it? I don't know. I've heard both too much.
Chef Supers today is Gravity Suit, so that if we want to think about what that says about the speed booster on this seed.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, MST could just go get that right now with the next right climb, but that's slow, that's risky, and just that's also slow. I know I said it twice, but it's really slow.
Does Scarlet not have actual flippers?
I don't think she's done Bryn Loop. Yeah, she definitely doesn't have flippers.
She does have Moon Pearl, though, so well, we know these checks are in logic. She's able to get them right now.
For sure.
It's our third bottle, and, some money to throw at the fish. Okay.
It definitely makes your situation easier for something like Kiki after Aga or something.
So, meanwhile, Leno pulling Ice Beam out of Eastern.
Yeah, that'll be a nice one. You'll probably end up turning it off for hell runs, but it's definitely a nice beam upgrade to have, especially with the rest of the full beam, accepting charge, that is.
And another sword at Eastern, so we know about 3 swords. I think we've seen all 4 bottles, and the 3 primary components of the strongest beam in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, it's only 300 without charge, so I don't know if you can call that the strongest beam. But yeah, found Ice Wave Plasma, and that's really nice for stuff like hell runs.
So MST will go down Red Tower and probably double up on Leno's footsteps here.
Yep, we also see, so in Moldy Mini Cave. Mini Moldorm Cave. The thingy thing.
The place with all the wiggling jerks, got it.
Yeah, that place.
Alright, so now this looks like a wreck ship play for Scarlet. Oh, she's setting up for it.
Yeah. Probably letting So do Eastern after this. Maybe after a Hobo play? Yeah, letting So do a Hobo into Eastern here definitely makes sense. Ooh. Oh, she got the first jump. Missed the second, though.
We do have our first crystal from Leno.
No, nothing was in Red Tower.
Yeah, Red Tower's been... At the bottom of Red Tower, you had some fun stuff. You had Lamp behind Kraden's warehouse, and you had the Moon Pearl at Spazier, but other than that, Brinstar as a whole didn't have too terribly much that doesn't just give us more to look at. You see, So is currently chasing those flippers we found at Brinstar Reserve.
Turns out the flippers were nothing so far, though they do have a few more potential use cases.
Leno?
Oh, he's getting the cape. Why is he getting the cape? Oh, wait, no, the cape's in the first chest, so it's not like Zelda's Cell terrible or anything, but... I don't know. Is Leno just gonna go and rush Aga or something?
That's what I'm afraid of here.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm afraid of this. This is definitely a logical play. And the seed is 100% pointing toward it. You've got 3 swords and a cape and a lamp and a pearl and some flippers all in logic and no glove or hammer of any sort. Aga definitely makes sense, but Aga is slow. And that's why co-op is great, because you can have one person do AGA and you can have the other person do other stuff. But he's not going to do AGA, and what are you doing? Oh, he's going to steal the key. Okay, this makes sense now.
And actually, this, I believe, is the logical case if the key is in back and you don't have a glove.
Well, I mean, you're not required to do that, because what if you take the key and use it on Zelda's cell and stuff, and then you can't get past Dark Cross? Yeah, this is definitely a reasonable play. But yeah, if the key's in here, Dark Cross, then we know the back's in logic. If it's not, then the back is glove locked. And the back is glove locked.
Yes, it is. So right now we're still looking for basically anything. It feels very much like the seed wants us to go to AGA and just jump over to Pod. There could be something on Pyramid as well.
Yeah, at the very maximum, that's 6 checks in Dark World at the cost of like 5 minutes to do AGA. Scarlet on a new route level Phantoon fight. This is a very not easy fight. Misty on his much easier Kraid fight does get the quick kill. Oh, Scarlet on quite low health. This is like very, very low. We see nothing in back of escape, so...
I was about to say it, and definitely going for it. You pop the reserve down, because if you get double hit, it's all over.
Yeah, not quite understood why Scarlet didn't turn on Plasma, because Wave doesn't have that great of a hitbox.
Part of why a runner might choose to do that is Wave's hitbox is a little bit more friendly than the straight line that Plasma is.
I mean, I have to disagree with that, because Plasma just... Plasma can pierce through all the flames, so you don't have to like shoot it a bajillion times to get it to clear out all the flames, which is a pretty essential part of the new route Phantoon fight. Yeah, I'd say doing this fight, I definitely prefer Plasma Wave over not Plasma Wave. Yeah.
Well, regardless, Scarlet has dispatched Phantoon, so now the rest of Wreck's ship is ours to explore.
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest thing we have open to us. Just in terms of density, we've also got the Hell Runs. Those are the main things. Looks like MST is going to be exploring said Hell Runs. Maybe. Or he might do something else entirely, because why not?
As we're seeing like 20, 25... Oh, there's a glove.
Oh
boy.
My. So now you have the never-ending question. Oh no, I'm only one piece of Dark World access away from not AGA. Do I hold out for that, or do I just go and do AGA anyway? Oh, and looks like Scarlet will not be doing Wreck Ship E-Tank just yet. She doesn't have high jump, which does mean that it's required to do the bomb jump to get through Sponge Bath. However, that is in logic, so it's possible she might orphan that something there if she decides not to do Wreck Ship E-Tank entirely. However, doing it after bowling is a very valid play.
Looks like MST wants a piece of those Hell Runs, so he's going over to Ice Beam. And we're going to look at Crumble Tower first. I like this little dip in and out, just to have a look at it. If it's anything that might be useful. Heck, you never know, you might even find Varia here. I've seen that.
Yeah, you could find any number of things here. Looks like Leno's going to pick up that heart container, probably just wants it to feel a bit safer. I know he got the blue mail off of Race Game. MST got the other mail off of Ice Rock Cave, as So gets that first crystal.
This one's going to be a little bit tighter than you would hope for MST. At 160, no reserves, and not enough ammo to Crystal Flash right here.
Yeah, probably hoping just to be able to reset out of here. If this is something good, then MST will probably not be happy, because he will not be keeping it. No matter how much he wants to. He might not even be able to see it. Yeah, he will see it.
Yeah, he's got to get there for... Oh, he got health bombed by the Novas at the right spot.
Grief.
And it's just a piece of heart.
MST, please. And yeah, power bombing there is just the strat when you're hell running. It's super easy and super free and pretty good.
And just more money sitting in Middle Ocean. And it looks like Scarlet doesn't want to ride the platforms up to check our Sky Missile check either. And you can't really blame anybody who doesn't want to do Sky Missiles without some form of vertical brake, speed booster, space jump, high jump boots, anything.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Sky Missiles is slow. It's hard to do fast, especially with nothing. But yeah, the thing is with this Orphan, even if there's nothing at Gravity, you know So's gonna have to come to Wreck Ship sooner than later, just because of that glove, so it's possible that So can make it up for Scarlet. But then again, yeah, Scarlet is already pretty good at SM, so yeah, it's... I don't even know.
You know, quietly while we're discussing all this, we do have Leno climbing Castle Tower here.
Oh yeah, Leno's doing that. Yeah, I like this. Oh, Scarlet barely makes it through bowling. But I mean, I say barely. She didn't have any more hits, but she definitely...
And MST meets demise by the Sky Cabbages. Which is fine, because he just saved the old man.
Yeah. 2 for 2, though. Leno on quite low health in the middle of the tower. He does get 2 free heart pots in this room.
Alright, well, here are the last couple checks you can make in Wreck Ship and actually obtain this little Chozo statue that usually has a missile. Today has a mirror.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that just changed a lot of things, thinking about Wreck Ship, because now So has to go, is probably going to have to go all the way to bowling. So, unless like swaps a pendant, but you still want that mirror pretty bad, just because of how much it helps with routing and everything else, and it's just super nice.
And not to mention, it could still be gating something that we need. Right now, it does give us access to Pendant Hera as well. Another 2 checks you can make.
Yeah, that's also true. So, I mean, if that's got our hammer, then Leno's Aga play will be probably obsoleted unless the Pokemon Lumberjack is required TM.
Well, they're going to have the opportunity to think about it because MST decided to do his CWJ, and now he'll go get a glove out of Wreck Ship. If you had to see any one item you don't want to see on the pyramid, what do you think it would be?
It really depends on what the runners are. If I'm Leno and MSC, I want to see speed, just because we know that unlocks gravity for them. I really don't know what you don't want to see. I guess 20 rupees would be bad for Leno. That'd be, yeah, really just any garbage item. If nothing's in Dark World, that's pretty bad.
How about vanilla?
I guess, yeah, that is vanilla.
So Leno only has one option here in the Dark World, and that's to go over to Pod. We did see a map check. We've already seen our runners talk to Saha and find out green pendants on Thieves Town, but the other pendant was on Pod.
Indeed, so yeah. We have that pendant pod thing that people like to talk about. And as they say, pendant pad always has the goods or the stuff or whatever item you want, but you never go there because it's a pendant. But we will see what it has today.
Right now, so is going to get this information for FROMPS time of the gravity locked behind speed booster.
Oh, I know you don't want to see it. Pyramid grapple. I'd say spring ball as well, but I never want to see spring ball, just as a philosophy.
I mean, do you ever want to see grapple?
Yes, grapple is amazing. I would love to see grapple in Link's house every scene.
But you wouldn't want to see spring ball.
No, I would not. Grapple's a good item though, so it works.
To answer a question in chat, the mirror was on the missile chozo underneath bowling in Wreck Ship.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I feel like that one just has so many different names. Like I've heard it called gravity missile, bowling missile, just all sorts of different names.
Now, MST does have 2 reserve tanks, but he does still have to be careful here, because those flames will do a good lick of damage if you trigger your reserves and get hit again.
Yeah, they'll also trigger his ego, just because he hates reserves.
Trash cans, I think he calls them.
Yeah, trash cans, trash tanks. They're all wrong. Reserves are great. Yeah, MST on low health, if he takes a hit here, he'll be on 30, which is like the fake health bomb. It's not a health bomb at all, but it does beat. But, oh, here.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And he gets him.
Yeah,
well
he
done.
gets the kill, so... Yeah, he never even went into health bombs, so... Yeah, he won't get too much health out of these drops, which is kind of bad, because he's on such good ammunition otherwise. Looks like Lenifus found a key in something.
That was 20 rupees in the overhanging arena chest. So with that extra key, we're going to see the back of Pod here. And Pod, of course, one of the richer dungeons with 5 items, but also 6 keys. So a lot of doors to open.
Yeah, definitely some intriguing routing that goes on in Pod, especially in co-op, because you have all this information, and it's up to you and your partner to figure out the best route through it for your partner who isn't full clearing Pod. Or you can do the best route when it comes to dependent Pod and just not do it because there's nothing there.
The other thing that you might want when you go ahead and do Pod in any capacity is something the FhailGuys don't know about just yet, but Scarlet and So do have. It's the mirror.
Yeah, that mirror is really, really nice when they do Pod.
Alright, well, big key.
So yeah, now we can open the the big chest, and Leno gonna skip Harmless Hellway. How much up front did he do?
He didn't do Big Key, or did he do Stelphos Basement? I don't know if I saw that.
I don't think he did.
Because he went straight right side. So the key logic, I think, would put a key in Harmless Hellway here.
Yeah, I mean, I think in theory it could be just like 2 keys in front, and then no key in Harmless Hellway, but I don't even know. I don't know Pod key logic too well. I know it well enough, but I don't know it too well. And yeah, it looks like there wasn't anything of value in Pod, so looking pretty dead for Aga until we find a hook shot. Though we have a bit of Suitless Meridia open with the high jump and the ice beam.
I wouldn't say totally dead just yet. With the knowledge of a glove, we do have Catfish in logic as well.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, Catfish exists. I need to remember that.
I mean, most people choose not to remember that, for a good and obvious reason.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's slow.
Catfish doesn't exist until you're last locating your progression.
Yeah, I think we've all last located something on Catfish. That's just like a rite of passage or something.
Scarlet's going to give us Pendant Hera with that mirror.
Oh yeah, Shadow Amp in chat. Yeah, we could in theory have something on the other side of Suitless Meridia with the Meridia access to the portal. And then we also have this Pendant Hera play that Scarlet's making, and we're gonna see So go ahead and get the boots in the mirror. Not the boots, the glove thing.
So for Leno, what do you do here? You just clean up for a little bit until you figure out what you need to do next?
Sorry, yeah, I'd say definitely getting... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, getting that Tempered Sword and X-Ray is definitely a good idea, especially also with the wave theme there, yeah. Doing Retro Burn is definitely a solid play.
And also, you know,
And like,
Tempered, so with the wave beam and getting charged with that X-ray means later bosses are going to be trivial.
Yeah, for sure. And then I don't really know what you do here. Like, obviously, they don't know about the mirrors, so they can't do Pendant Hera just yet. Oh yeah, also Sky Missiles and Wreck Ship E-Tank. I don't know if we saw those just yet from MST or Leno. Probably MST.
We did see E-Tank. He MST reset when he saw it was just 10 missiles. I mean 10 arrows. You know, same difference.
They're both garbage. So yeah,
and Sky is also nothing.
So so FROMPS time did not skip anything here, and looks like the second item in Hera is in the basement. So we're gonna see Scarlet doing that one with this view stuff open. With this view stuff open, it's really imperative that you gotta full clear all the stuff, because I mean, for all you know, it could be your hammer, and there's not a lot of other places that your hammer or second glove or whatever could be.
Yeah, we really kind of narrowed it down to literally a handful of checks at this point.
Zaru is gonna go ahead and just pick up Hera. Just slip his head under the Tower of Hera and pick up the basement.
I would love to.
Yeah, and then you could just throw it out the window and never have it be required.
And it's not Hera basement.
It is not Hera basement, indeed.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see FhailGuys go for the same play as soon as they're done cleaning up their respective areas here. Ooh, well, we've already seen this. Pretty keen for Scarlet to remember the back of escape.
Oh yeah, that's important. Although, yeah, of course, we do know that back of escape is like garbage. It's like some supers. We're gonna see Leno do X-Ray. I can't remember if Ice Beam puts it in logic. We have enough tanks to put it in logic. Or maybe he won't do X-Ray, I don't know.
I think Leno was farming power bombs to do hell runs here.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Though it sucks to leave X-Ray like this. This is just a pretty hard, pretty ugly orphan. And yeah, Ice is not mentioned in the X-Ray logic. Oh, So is on one-hit KO range, and this is just really scary. But the beam is really nice. Okay, he gets enough health to not be in one-hit KO anymore.
No. Getting absolutely cornered. That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, right slow is super hard to deal with. Just takes It takes a lot of practice. It did save at the top of Red Tower, so we will probably see So go back and do that again.
Well, here goes Lunafus stepping into the heated sections of Upper Norfair.
Yeah, interesting we haven't seen Leno go to Rex ship just yet and get the glove and do Catfish. But then again, that's a lot of things in a row that you have to do. It does look like Scarlet's going to do that Aga play that we saw.
Alright, we made it to Bubble Mountain, and that gives us a good chunk of things to look at. Including a very conveniently placed E-Tank.
Yeah, that E-Tank's just super nice, because now Lena doesn't have to do a Crystal Flash here. Save it for later.
Alright, Norfair Reserve showing us a whole lot of nothing, which is exactly what MST is going to find in Hera.
Indeed. Yeah, it's a bit late for that power bomb pack in Hera basement to be useful. So yeah, I know there have been a lot of people complaining, MST being one of the loudest, that we haven't seen any real hard logic seeds this tournament yet. And it's very possible we could see a decently hard logic seed if we have like Suitless Meridian require the seed, which is looking reasonable.
I mean, so far, if that glove is hard required off the CWJ, that could make this the one. He would get exactly what he asked for.
Yeah, and in his own tournament race too. Yeah, So got this jump the other time, but yeah, this is definitely a hard trick to pull off. Yeah, it's kind of rare that you see a hard required CWJ seed.
Let's see. It's rather rare, but when it shows up, you hate to see it.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're just slowers and can get it second try, then you'll love to see it because you're slowers.
So chat's asking who's winning, who's losing, and who's cheating. Let's see. Chat is winning. The comms are losing, and Seed is cheating.
I like it. I think that sorting works. I like it.
One of our trackers, by the way, big shout outs to Epi and Worn Traveler tracking for us today, says the trackers are cheating.
I can confirm that the speed gaming trackers do cheat because they just say no to your inputs like a lot, and it sucks. So yes, the trackers are definitely cheating. And speaking of cheating, Mulgorm having that map, so yeah, MST probably going to go and get that powerbomb pack out of Hera basement.
$5. We haven't seen Bubble Mountain Missile yet.
I don't know. And we don't know. Go ahead.
So with this equipment set, we could see our runners go down to Crocomire as well. Although it's not ideal by any means.
Yeah, Crocomire is definitely a viable play here. With the E-Tank count Leno had going into Bubble Mountain, I might slightly have preferred a Croc first play. Just because there aren't many healing rooms in Crocomire, just the one. But it's very viable. You got two very well placed E-Tanks.
And that's about it, though. Nothing else really come into play here in Bubble Mountain.
nothing so far. So it's gonna be Leno probably gonna be going to Crocomire here, and there's gonna be some more new checks.
And Scarlet is taking the glove to Catfish. If it's on Catfish, I can't even use the joke that I'd retire because I haven't played an SMZ3 in quite some time. But if it's on Catfish, I might eat this entire soda can.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Okay, I'm safe.
Good job, sorry. You do not need to eat a soda can. I'm happy for you.
Fine. Reserve tanks don't taste that good anyway.
Everybody knows what MST really uses them to store.
Alright, Crocomire without Charge Beam. Really not the situation you want to have it in when you've got a full beam combo otherwise, but we have plenty of ammo to just get him out of the way.
Yeah, optimally you can use like a bajillion things at once, but that requires doing hard things.
Leno, don't taunt the shield, sir. It's only there to help you. If you pick up one, you might as well pick up them all, right?
I mean, if it's literally the 70 frames of fanfare, I guess you could justify it with, like, it's a decent backup for blind, and I guess that's it. There's, like, a few edge cases where you can justify getting that shield.
Alright, so this Crocomire area does have a couple more checks we can easily get to. You'd have to green gate glitch to get to the grapple location. There is one we currently can't touch at all.
Yeah, we do not have a way to get to Indiana Jones. So, Leno will be orphaning that. And that's actually probably why he did Bubble Mountain first. So, never mind, I take that back. I like the way Leno routed this. And speaking of Leno's routing, he's gonna do the gate glitch? Oh yeah, you have to do the gate glitch if you're gonna get to grapple with this equipment.
Yeah, and this, I mean, either way, this makes more sense because you just loop back around to Cosine Room.
Yeah, I mean, you do. But I mean, then again, the what if space jumps at cosine missiles, and also, hopefully, so. Oh no, so enrages Phantom and he doesn't. Oh, he gets knocked out in the first wave.
That Phantoon on chargeless for one, and also, no suits,
and also no screw. So yeah, that was like Azure said in chat, a very unfortunate sequence of events. Also, I'm interested to see what's in like Harmless Hellway and the other stuff. Oh my god!
Did you have to say anything at all?
I mean, I'm kind of like supposed to do that, Zaru. Like, I don't know. Like, what else do they want me to do as a commentator? I don't even.
Leno, where are you going? Leno, go! Okay, he did remember.
Leno, please stop playing with our hearts like that. It's not good for the broadcast. Actually, no, it probably is.
So when you hear anybody out there saying, "Hey, commentator's witchcraft, commentator's blessing, commentator's curse," it's all true.
I guess it is, yeah. I've done it once out of the 100 times that I've done it, therefore it has to be true.
It's just a question of just how common it is. But you have to admit, it's uncanny anytime anybody says the name of an item and boom, there it is. So is opting for some suitless Meridia action.
Here we go.
And this is one of the few things we have left.
Yeah, it's like this, the other stuff in pod that may or may not be an actual item. Oh yeah, So has plasma on it. I didn't see So turn off plasma. Where's he going?
You need to reset the room because you need that, you need the crab to actually climb.
Since when?
Since you don't have Spring Ball?
No. You can just like you can freeze the fish at the right spot and then do like a jump off the right side.
Does So have high jump boots off?
That would be bad. No, I think So should. No, So's got high jump on it, for sure.
So this is not the ideal way to climb up Main Street with the crab.
Yeah, the best way is probably going to be yeah, there's that kill. Yeah, underwater wall jumps are not an easy thing. By not easy, I mean really stupid.
So for point of demonstration, so just froze that crab over the open door, you can freeze an enemy in midair and use it as a platform, and that's what you want to do here.
Yeah. Though it doesn't look like So's getting the right timing, and also is... Oh, there's the Pegasus boots! That's gonna unlock the Book of Medora. So...
Oh no, okay.
So you gotta hell run to Croc for that space to get the boots. Potentially.
To get the book to enter desert, as we know so far, and that could also be telling us there's something that's waiting for us sitting on, you know, for example, Ether.
Well, it also means that the CWJ wasn't required.
It does indeed.
And yeah, also doing the super drop strat to get to super drop the crab off the wall is definitely the easiest way to do this. And looks like, oh, he misses it, misses the freeze. It's definitely a hard item cancel to get. You can sometimes benefit from auto item canceling. Yeah, Leno probably a relief that he doesn't have to do CWJ the seed, seeing what happened with CWJ and Lenifus in his first race. And
so taking a nice little jab from that crab now needs to be careful because anything down here could kill you.
Yeah, MST getting a really nice gravity jump entry. So he's just going to be right ahead, like... So's just barely ahead of MST. And MST kills the crab! That's not what you want. So now MST's going to have to reload the room, and so will So.
Jeez! So dropping down and taking a double hit off of the Skullterra.
Yeah, you know what MST should have done? He should have used the keyboard superpowers and done underwater wall jumps. No, you should. Underwater.
No, if you value your keyboard, you don't do that. I should know. Spending over a year playing this game on keyboard, going to controller just changes everything.
And that's where I disagree with you, but alright.
What muscle memory?
Well, I mean, right. He was playing around with a different control set, so... There's their argument that no matter how good you get at SM, you'll be able to change, but who knows? It's hard, for sure.
Well, he almost had it, but he couldn't get the down grab.
Yeah, looking like So's just bailing on Sulis.
So I understand why Leno will go ahead and clean up Wreck Ship now, but I think you have to chase those boots.
Oh yeah, you totally gotta chase the boots. But, like, getting the glove is a good thing, and getting the mirror too, but... Yeah, it's... Oh, there's the hammer! Okay. Hi.
Okay,
how are you?
There is your hard logic seed.
Yeah, I guess MST got his wish. So, yes, that hammer's in logic. But the thing is, now we have, like, the space to the boots chain. But we also have the AGA wasn't required. Yet. So yeah, now it'll be really interesting to see whether MST will just bail after that hammer, or will check Mama Turtle. Because I know if I were him, I'd just bail and chase the hammer, because that's just like so much more dense.
But for all you know, Mama Turtle could have your speed booster as well, which opens up the rest of Meridia proper, in and among a couple other things.
Well, yeah, sure, Mama Turtle could have the speed booster, but speed booster could be also anywhere in Dark World. And what if it's just not a Mama Turtle?
That's true. But you're here now. You could find something else you might need too, say Fire Rod.
I suppose you're right. Yeah, it's definitely like a play that people would do differently, depending on like their comfiness with risk taking, as well as like your partner, as well as your partner has to come here at some point for that item anyway, so they might be able to clean it up later, depending on what you found and wherever that place unlocked.
Oh, red rupee. So not something helpful at all.
1 out of 2. And an E-tank. Yeah, suitless movement is really, like, really weird compared to, like, what the normal movement that you're probably used to. Also, so can you please turn off plasma and, like, not kill the enemies that you need to freeze? Make my heart rate go down a bit. Oh, Scarlet takes a death. She's probably trying to backdoor suitless Meridia. So it's interesting, I'd say, that FROMPS Time hasn't done hell runs yet. Like, that's really curious. Just the no hell runs yet.
Where is Scarlet going?
I think she's going to the warp to take you to the dark ice rod area. Which
she's going back Meridia. Okay.
Yeah, backdoor Meridia.
So Lena's gonna get the mirror, and then what?
Probably get the hammer. Oh yeah, also that, wait. Oh yeah, the back door. I was like, wait, since when do we have grapple or spring ball? Well, grapple to get through Mount Everest, but yeah, then I remember you don't need that. We've also got X-ray in reserve, so if you really, really wanted to get your, like, Varia suit off of the left side of Aqueduct, you could do that with G-mode, but nobody's gonna do that because it's stupid and slow and dumb.
And Scarlet's walking these ohms all the way off the edge here. When you could you could KO through them easy.
Yeah, it's quite easy to get them off, just finicky and annoying.
Not much of a health pool though, and still on manual reserves. This is, well, I spoke, and well, it was just to turn on plasma. Okay.
Well, I mean, she is like right next to a farm spot, so. Or is she gonna kill Dragon? Okay, no, that makes no sense.
Oh, she's gonna go backdoor Botchwoon E-tank and spit out at Aqueduct here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, knowing where gravity is, you don't really want to be killing Dragon.
We don't really have a way to Dragon escape right now either.
Well, I mean, you do. You can do it with a Crystal Flash suit to get out of Dragon's room, and then a X-ray climb out of Precious. So it's doable, but it's not easy at all.
Not everyone knows how to break the game like you, MM2.
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm special in that regard. I learned it from a lot of people. And oh, so takes a death on the Meridia enemies. Yeah, those guys hit hard, a lot. Like, fun fact, when you're taking 4 times the damage that the game intends you to be taking in this area, yeah, you'll be taking a lot of damage. There we go. MST is going to get a space jump, which will take him to the boots. I'll be interested to see. I don't think he will, though. I don't think he'll do a lava dive. That's just, like, quite demanding on his energy tank count.
Yeah, without Varia, I don't think there's any way you survive that for very long.
No, you can totally do it with 5 tanks, 1 reserve, if you have with the Crystal Flash immediately after. But you gotta get a really solid dive, like with the bounce ball and everything, and just do everything first try. But it's totally doable, for sure. And yeah, this definitely is an X-ray climb to that gravity suit seed, but that's also slow. If I swear, if this, okay,
I'm sorry.
the right side sandpit item is nothing, which is good because that's the one that needs a stupid trick to get to that I haven't even ever done.
I would hate to see anything in left sandpit here as well.
Yeah, this is true, because then Scarlet would have to do the break free to get it. And the break free is either very free or not free at all. No, it doesn't need it. Logically it does, but not actually. Okay, no.
I think you're being called out for your hate of a certain item.
I think I might be. Monk ass.
Alright, boots for MST. So now both members of FhailGuys have doubled each other's steps and are going to be on relatively the same item kit.
Yeah, getting those boots is just a thing you want to do, because boots fast. Why would I not learn the thing? You think I haven't tried?
Speaking of that break free, Scarlet's gonna give it a shot. Or 3.
Yeah.
This is not a fun trick to have to perform.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely a difficult trick. Yeah, FhailGuys are definitely ahead at this point. Just FROMPS time having issues with CWJ, and then FROMPS time having issues with Sue's Meridia. Just FROMPS time having Super Metroid issues. This is not FROMPS time's preferred style of seed. They're definitely elite past mains. So they were probably not hoping for a seed like this.
And the boots immediately leading to 20 rupees.
Holy crap. Now I can go buy more things with those 20 rupees. I love it.
The markup in these shops these days, though. All you can really afford is a heart. That's a screw attack up there.
Oh,
what the heck?
Well, that's an item in a place. What's the other one?
I don't believe we've seen the screen pan left enough to see it yet.
Yeah, probably Scarlet's gonna have to get the break free in order to see it.
But you bet she's gonna want to, because that screw is rather nice with Lower Norfair still on the table later on.
Yeah, and also she's on like 2-3 tanks. So.
No, Chad is right though. Screw on its own doesn't actually put anything in logic that wasn't otherwise accessible by other items given to us by the game thus far.
Yeah, Screw is definitely most logically useful before Morph. Just because of its ability to break bomb locks.
Leno going straight for the book.
Oh yeah, 100% like this one from Leno.
I think you have to see if this pays off, and if you have the opportunity to see if it pays off, you just do it.
Yeah, I mean, he can do Dark World and, like, end it with Bombo's Tablet or something like that. Flute on Floating Island, according to chat. Did Scarlet just do Hell Runs and I completely missed that one? Like, I did not see that happen. And like, it's really hard to do Hell Runs on 2 tanks or 3 tanks. So, I would be surprised.
Yeah, I don't think Scarlet has enough energy to do hell runs.
She's definitely got enough crystal flashes to pull it off.
I mean, I think for the energy that she currently has available, she can probably only do ice, and that's about it. Everything else would take at least one crystal flash to even try to get through. Hey, there's an ice rod.
Yeah, speaking of ice.
And Hype Cave living up to its lying namesake.
Yeah, this isn't like V18 anymore, or whatever the version was. I wasn't around back then.
Here it is. Now you're going to see Bombo's tablet from Leno.
Yeah, this is going to be really telling about Aga. There's like all that stuff pointing to Aga. I would not be surprised to see.
You know, actually, we could probably see him take this to Desert too.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, we can see Desert here. I would definitely like that. Just I know it's said so many times, but it's a full clearable crystal. Go do it.
Oh no! There's
anyone? Well, no, we still need Spring Ball for that. No, we don't.
Yeah.
Who needs Spring Ball? You have X-Ray Scope. X-Ray Scope does everything. So yeah, this is still to be determined.
Well, we know one thing for sure: this wasn't a hard required CWJ seed.
Well, I mean, we saw that with the space beam. The space beam. The space beam. What a great item! The space beam. Straight out of
Space beam OP. Ban space beam.
Yeah, ban space beam. Space time beam. Space beam.
Space beam time.
Yeah.
FROMPS time.
FhailGuys time? Question mark? Yeah, that
is Scarlet going back for a second try of left sandpit?
Probably.
Maybe she just wants to get the visual on the item that's sitting there?
That'd make sense, because then you can actually know if you want to get that.
That's a Desert!
Like Spring Ball? That'd be awesome.
So Desert is not boots locked.
Indeed. To them, this isn't a time save. This is potentially required. So... Oh, and Scarlet... Is Scarlet just gonna leave? This looks like Scarlet just leaving. Yeah, at the moment, it's really just, when will FROMPS time find that hammer? And then also the space jumps to the boots.
Alright, the items in Desert not being anything helpful. Desert, of course, a crystal, so we'll see Leno finish it off. There's no telling how long it'll be before you can actually come back here.
For sure. And did we see Desert Ledge? Probably we did. And
I'm pretty sure I saw a shield. Someone in chat can probably correct me.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, PvP is right. There are like 15 billion shields, and the runners have to skip them all. The logic wants the runners to do Suitless Meridian and Crab Supers to get their hammer to get to Dark World access. And the logic also wants the runners to get to Crocomire to get their spaceship to get their boots off of Criterion Power Moves. So, and FROMPS time have done neither of those, and FhailGuys have done both. So that's currently where we're at. And also, So still hasn't gotten the Phantoon kill yet.
I don't know, I think I like Shadow's answer better. Logic wants Suffering.
I guess... I'd say MST got his wish, but it wasn't even hard required CWJ, so...
But it was hard required Suitless.
No, it wasn't. You can just X-ray climb to the gravity suit. Free.
Oh, get out.
What? That's actually probably faster.
No, the only thing that actually changes that is if we see Speed Booster somewhere. Well, I mean, no, that's not how that works at all. Speed booster would be locked by the hammer.
Yeah, like that. It's logically required to do this for sure, but part required? No, not at all. We had the X-ray. We're fine. Though I'm pretty sure nobody's going to actually be doing the X-ray plan, because if they were going to, they would have already done it. Now we're going to be seeing Mitsless King's Tomb for our Mitts. That's a joke. Please don't actually put Mitts here, game. I don't want to have to actually curse this twice. Okay, sure. Just put a shovel there. Why not?
Oh.
Oh, is Scarlet gonna go back to wreck ship for the stuff she missed?
Since So is currently struggling with Phantoon, I think she almost feels like she has to.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely a stronger SM runner between those two.
Here's Ether. Again, for Quake.
Lovely. So, if that's required, then that's, like, huge for FhailGuys.
And we do have 2 crystal with medallion entry requirements. Those are Meyer and TR on this seed.
Yep, and we know neither of those.
And something about not having a way to get to either region just yet.
MM2 talks about SM sequence breaks again. We can do Suitless Lava Dive if we really want to see Meyer, but we don't.
The Village of Outcasts for MST. Whole bunch of new stuff for us to look at here. Green Pendant Thieves Town is intriguing to me.
Yeah, Green Pendant Thieves Town. FhailGuys checked that early, which I have opinions about.
Telling us what he thinks about that reserve tank and chess game.
Yeah, it definitely just sending a message. That's what it's all about. Just sending that message.
So at long last, So has picked up his glove.
Indeed, it was a hard struggle, but we got there in the end. Yeah, speaking of E-tanks, there's another one. Yeah, it's very possible FROMPS time is just stuck in a rut because of their E-tank counts, or they might have just forgotten how it runs, like chat's saying. And then, they could have just decided that if Suitless is the answer, we lose. Which it is, but...
Yeah, but at 1 E-tank and 1 reserve, it's really not any special kind of healthy to go and chasing into hell runs, especially since, you physically can't in Scarlet's case. But to be on 1 E-tank at almost an hour and a half in on its own is kind of astounding.
Yeah, for sure. Like, she's got at least 1 reserve, probably just the 1, to be honest. Where is Scarlet going? Does she not know you can powerbomb the blocks on the left side of top of West Ocean, and then you can just fall down and leave? Okay, so I think you need to turn on your high jump boots.
Yeah, you can't do this without high jump unless you're going for sponge bath bomb jump strats here.
Yeah, you definitely need high jump on. There's probably a wall jump way that's like pixel perfect or something stupid that doesn't need high jump on, but I don't know that exists, so it probably doesn't.
Lano.
Oh, pet check. Okay.
So this is the real story about how valuable this book could be if there's something we need on the pedestal.
Well, I mean, there's something we potentially need on the Ether tablet, so it's already pretty valuable.
Well, we don't need that, so, alright, no need to grab the pendants.
Yeah, we can just leave the pendants sitting where they are, if we really want.
Just throw them in the closet and never pull them out for the next 25 years.
Sure, why not?
It's like old jewelry that you just never wear.
Exactly. Okay, looks like Scarlet is gonna go places and try to find more E-tanks? Question mark?
Yeah, she has to have skipped some energy tanks at some point that were at least accessible.
Yeah. The only other even close to plausible way I could see her going back here is if she wants to go to climb supers for the gravity suit and X-ray climb there. Oh, she gets screwed by the wave beam. Wave beam can do that to you sometimes on powerbomb doors.
Leno going straight for the magic bat, by the way. I forget where we saw Powder.
It was in a place.
I hope so.
Yeah, it was definitely placed.
Was that one of the items in Pod?
Could have been.
I'm being told it was at the high jump missile, and it's. Oh no! Well, that's not good for FROMPS time. That's for sure.
For sure, and I'm not sure why Scarlet didn't pick that E-Tank up, like, first time she was in Retro Bryn. Possible she forgot and killed the Rio.
So, having more to look at, and, you know, you already have MST in the area, we're going to see Dig Game and a little bit of the south side of the Dark World from Leno here.
For sure, yeah. Very quick dig game, only 4 digs. But not any good reward either.
Yeah, partial refund. If you're strapped for rupees, it's a reward in and of itself.
I guess you were right there. Yeah, so now we have the never-ending, eternal question. What do we need for go mode? I'm thinking hookshot and mitts and potentially bombos and Vario, if the runners don't want to do super slow longer. And also speed if they don't want to kill Dragon without gravity. Probably one of Vario or speed, at least. At least for FhailGuys. Yeah, I think for Link to the Past at least, it's going to be hookshot and mitts.
So as we do approach an hour and a half into this seed, I do want to invite everybody here to follow the 4 runners we have on 2 teams here today, fighting for their lives in the losers side, I believe, of this tournament. It is a double elimination tournament, so
that is correct. Both teams have taken their first loss already. This is the second round of the losers bracket. The winner of this match will face X grams of shrooms versus the loser of Oomslaw and Ace T. Whenever that match is played, and then the loser of this match is just done.
Leto briefly forgetting what happens when you've killed Aghanim and have a mirror. I think all of us have done that at least once.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't forget that? At least, what am I thinking? Like, every time you kill Aga, you always forget that it puts you on the pyramid if you got Mirrored Pearl. I swear, mitts are here. Okay. Thank the Lord. Mitts are not at the shovel spot, which was at King's Tomb. That would be dumb.
Leno going back into Suitless Meridia. I mean, now having Grapple, he can probably Dragon Escape.
Yeah, sure, Leno can, but there's like a really dumb chain to grapple involving Aga, so MST probably will not be wanting to get that, but yeah, it's possible that we could be seeing like beach area from Leno here.
I actually forgot all about the beach watering hole.
Cry and Mapo strats.
That's 3 checks.
Yeah, it's 3 there. You can also theoretically peek the first Aqueduct item if you really want to. Also, if you find Spring Ball, you can do Gravity-less Shack Tool. And if that's required, then that's just dumb. There's the 4th sword on the Green Panda turn-in for MST.
That's delightful. The other kind of not want to make this play that we have here is we can see our runners go into Hookshotless Swamp.
No, we can't, because that's illegal.
No, it's very much not illegal.
Aw, darn. I hate
Listen,
Hookshotless Swamp.
When my go mode yesterday was Hookshot on left side Swamp, I don't want to hear it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think we've already had that. We have all had that one.
So again, 3 checks here for Lenifus and FhailGuys that are at logic suitless here. Although it does require a tricky little crab climb. Or a lot of mashing of the jump button, as we just saw.
There's one out of those 3.
Yeah. Hey, what else do we really have?
I mean, like, we've got this, obviously, we've got Hookshotless Swamp, I guess killing Helma, so that's the 3rd pendant, and we know Ped's dead. Well, FhailGuys does.
Do we know if there's an item on Helma? I think we saw a map and compass. Well, oh, how about...
There's the Spring Ball. So, hi Shack Tool, how you doing?
You hate to see it. Specifically you.
Well, I mean, okay, I hate to see the Spring Ball, but I love seeing Suitless Shack Tool, so I'll take the L on this one. I'll take the L.
I mean, why bother with spring balling to Suitless Shack Tool when you could just Puyo Ice Clip anyway?
No, you still need the spring ball if you're gonna do it, because there's like the stuff right before Shack Tool. Like
oh, you mean the
morph tunnel. The morph tunnel. Yeah.
The Ever walkway and all that, yeah.
No, like the right before the item, like the morph tunnel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You need either Spring Ball or the dumb X-ray stuff to... Like, it's not super dumb, it's definitely doable, but it's dumb, regardless. Also, MST, why are you doing AGA? Question mark?
I think MST's hedging his bets that grapple's required.
I guess so.
If you don't really have much else to do until Leno finds the progression, you can just stick to this play. We are going to see a bot wound from Lenifus here.
Yeah, we know bot wound's nothing, but very, very likely in their minds.
The thing that's curious about going to bot wound here is you have had the ability to go to the back of Meridia for quite some time now.
Yeah, especially with that AGA in Logic.
And the Garuda claims So's preserve tanks, and the Heat claims So's life.
Pepe hands. He did save, though, so...
Let it be known that a lot of these runners make this look easy. It really is not.
Yeah, like, MST and Len are just trucking through Suitless Meridian like it's nothing. But yeah, then you see FROMPS time struggling, and this is just a reminder that this stuff's hard. Like, there's a reason it's called hard Logic, because it's hard.
There's a huge disparity between playing Super Metroid Rando, casually and just solving mid-level Cs, and then there's required CWJ and required suitless, and 3 E-Tank, 1 reserve hell runs with 1 Crystal Flash set of ammo. Kind of hard.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a seed that definitely played more to FhailGuys' side of things.
Leno is absolutely going for Dragon.
I like it. I definitely like this play from Leno because Suitless Shack is dumb, and this will also let you do Plasma before Shack Tool. But you also need to go through... Do you? I don't even know if you need to drop down through right sand pit if you're going to do Shack, but they also haven't seen the sand pits yet, so probably they'll want to do, like, sand pits into Shack if they're going to do that. And yeah, this is definitely not bad for Dre. You have, like, all the options in the world. You don't have a build... You don't have, like, RBO level health, but you have a decent amount of health. Leno, why are you not saving? Oh, he probably wants to take his damage before he...
Yeah, Leno is setting up for, as you described it earlier, the Crystal Flash suit. No, you can't even do that. Well,
sure, yeah, he can.
You can?
He's got enough power bombs. So, like, all you need to do is Crystal Flash in Dragon's... in the room and then get grabbed by Dragon to interrupt the Crystal Flash. And for the most part, when you interrupt Crystal Flashes, it gives you a Flash suit. That's the name, Flash suit.
So Scarlet can make it up here and at least witness the hammer. They'll know what they need to do next.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Careful, Leno. Don't take a premature death before you've even attempted the Crystal Flash.
Yeah, I mean, there is the non-zero chance that Dragon just doesn't pick you up and just kills you. Because when you're in a Crystal Flash, you don't have iframes. And, yeah. Oh, this is not... Okay, he gets the goo and he gets the Crystal Flash off, so this is what he wanted to have happen. So now... Looks like he's just going to be trying to kill Dragon on this cycle?
Ouch.
Yeah, this is not good.
If he gets whacked again, this is going to be... Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to spell it. You can't do the grapple kill now. And, yep, yikes.
Yeah, that's just really bad RNG. Like, I've made it up there to the top without getting spanked a single time. And I've also made it up there getting spanked 4 times. Pretty much RNG, I think. But yeah, if you want to play it safe with that, then you'll want to do you'll want to escape from Dragon's arms then, and then do a quick grapple, which is pretty much required in stuff like North Korea %. Okay, so Leno's gonna take that hit, and yeah, all the sparks are done, and hopefully Scarlet will see that hammer soon.
Meanwhile, MSC is going to go ahead and take care of Skull Woods with that fire rod we saw on the bat.
Yeah, I like this play from MST. That'll open up question mark Pyramid Fairy? No, Ice Palace is the other one. So once they find Mitts, that'll open up Pyramid Fairy.
Dragon playing a little bit nicer this time around, but still giving Leno some very healthy whacks.
Yeah, Leno's probably going to want to health bomb himself if he's not already in health bomb once he's done with this.
I believe it takes just about 2 E-Tanks to do the grapple kill without Varia. I was right. And that'll put him in health bomb.
So yeah, now he'll get like a butt ton of health off of the drops, so he'll be able to, so he'll have a, like 1 or 2, maybe 3 if he gets really good big health RNG. Yeah, he's got like 1 or 2 tries at this. So yeah, do not let your guard down yet. Leno's still got to make this grapple escape happen. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. He can just.
No, he was flash suit. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just. Oh yeah, he didn't turn that into a blue suit either. So of course, he's gonna have to spring jump. Yeah.
And Scarlet sees the hammer.
Okay, so FROMPS time know what they need to do.
Hey, MM2.
Hey, sorry, what's up?
Spring ball jump.
Pepe hands.
This is the only way that Leno can get out of here unless he wanted to store a suit, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's faster if you want to do a grapple jump and then the blue suit escape, or be Straught Log and do the grapple jump with a flash suit stored, but that requires being a gamer. Which I can't say I am. Yeah, Straught Log is the only one I know who can do the grapple jump with a flash suit consistently. Yeah, no progression on Dragon. So Leno's gonna have his pick of the Sandpits and Plasma and Shack. And we know that the Sandpits are nothing, but we know that both items in right Sandpit are nothing, and we know that the left Sandpit has screw attack, but we don't know about the other item in left Sandpit. At least I don't. And yes, chat, Sandpits are in logic with the current equipment that the runners have on hard. Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. You have one item you couldn't see, left Sandpit, Hookshot with Swamp, and Shack Tool, and that's...
And Plasma. Plasma too.
Plasma.
Wait,
because...
no Plasma, because Dragon's not.
Yeah, well, Dragon's not in logic, so no
Plasma's
Plasma.
doable, but... Plasma's doable, but not in logic. No.
And we know one item that can't be at Plasma regardless, and that's Speed Booster.
For sure. And Speed Booster's an item I'd like to see. Varia could be there, but not Speed.
Alrighty, So is gonna farm back up here. And MST's gonna go pick up Grapple.
Yeah, he knows he needs it. He knows it's the best item. He went all this way to get his Aga kill, to get his book, to get his Grapple, and it was worth it. I was gonna say interesting that Scarlet's not checking Ether Tablet, but then I remembered they don't have boots to get the book. So confirm right Sandpit's garbage. Leno, please remember to turn off Plasma. Stachio didn't. You need to. Please. Okay, good. He did. Good job, Leno.
And we have Swamp Palace incoming.
Here we are. Okay, this looks good. This looks like a good Ever spot. Okay, nice. That's the hardest part.
We do have a question in chat wondering where our Fire and Ice Rod were. Ice Rod was in Paradox Cave. Fire Rod was on the Magic Bat.
Gets that flatly jump first try, gets the wall jump mash. Now we need the space jump, which we have, of course. Because why wouldn't we?
And for proof of demonstration, there's your Ice Rod.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, also these guys hurt, so don't take too much damage. Please, Leno.
Hey, look at that. We're guaranteed one item on left side of Swamp. How delightful.
How amazing. I'm so excited.
Hi, Shack Tool. How you doing?
Hi. Now we wait. I think everybody wants Shack Tool except for the people who don't want Shack Tool, but the people who don't want Shack Tool are banned from my chat now. That's a joke.
The people who don't want Shack Tool are generally the people playing the seed.
Well, yeah, the people who didn't want Shack Tool, yeah, your chances it's long gone. It's Shack Tool or bust. Blah. Here we are. So yeah, this is the only reason why you need Spring Ball for Shack Tool Sueless. Is it gonna be anything? It's charged!
Jeez.
That's so terrible in
That's
co-op.
amazingly bad.
That's terrible. That's
There's
so
more
bad.
ball bombs.
Okay, so to get into why that charge being there is terrible for FhailGuys, it's because now MST is gonna either have to do Shack Tool or route slow and get all the ammo. So yeah, now this is pretty bad. And does Leno even know what's in left sandpit? I mean, he's probably not gonna get it, because...
if you want to keep charge, I don't think it's worth the amount of time to go back to left sandpit.
Yeah, you just bet on it being hookshotless swamp. Yeah, like MST won't need to, but now he's gonna need to route in ammo, and it's gonna be bad, and everybody's gonna cry. Or he's gonna find the speed to get grabbed.
Leno is still going to do plasma.
Good. I think this is the right play. But yeah, this is... Yeah, I haven't seen what MST's count is either, so I couldn't tell you.
What could even be progression here? Speed booster, maybe? Not even. Mitts?
At Swamp, yeah, Mitts could be progression, Hook could be progression, of course. Varia, Speed, those are the main four. Or theoretic. No, Bomb Ghost won't do anything without Varia or Mitts. Well, that's progression.
That's pretty good.
Great item. There's an E-Tank. Now he won't die on his way out.
See, he could still do left sandpit if he really wants to. Although reversing Cack Attack Alley isn't great.
Well, I mean, it's better to do it this way than the other way around, I think.
Yeah, the other way around suitless. There's just there's your mitts. Okay.
There we are.
So
okay.
Hard double dip of swamp required. Got it.
Pepe has not Shack Tool.
That is probably going to put MST on the mountain.
Well, where else is he going to go?
You know, Meyer, which requires you to go to the mountain.
Yeah, like Myers the other play, but you got to go to the mountain first. So. Oh my, Scarlet's gonna do Swamp like a billion years earlier than FhailGuys did compared to when they got Darkworld access. But this makes a lot of sense given their skills in their respective games. So this definitely makes sense having them stick to Links to the Past.
So triggering reserves trying to farm. So turn off your ice beam. Yeah, so Scarlet getting mitts out of here is going to be great for FROMPS time, because it does kind of clean up the routing that they'll be doing on their way through. Leno, where are you going? He just went back through Cack Attack Alley.
I think he discovered that the Cack Attack Alley is hard to get through that way. And that I was dumb in saying that it's easier that way.
So you want to be increasingly puzzled. We could see Bombos on Turtle Rock here.
Well, I mean, we could, sure, why not?
And to answer a question you asked me earlier, what else could they do? They could go to Ice right now.
You're right, they could, yeah. Let's put Ice in Logic, but that's a crystal, so it's not terrible.
We do have the flute that we're going to pick up here as well.
Yeah, so it's going to become like Ice, Meyer, potentially TR. Has Leno gotten his Samaria yet? I know the tracker doesn't say it, but...
Hey, look it! That book is required for Quake, so this is an Agaseed.
Lovely. See, I knew all that Aga stuff showing up early wasn't a coincidence. I was right.
And MST can go ahead and do this now, but I think the better play is to go ahead and check what's over here first.
Yeah, definitely just get this one out of the way.
And pick up your flute while you're at it.
Also that. Nice use of Samaria there.
You know, every check we've made that we wished was something big was the amount of money we wish we could pay for that something big we're looking for.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just going to be suits and hookshot for, and potentially bombos for FhailGuys.
I mean, I would say more suit than suits. I think we're only looking for Varia, really.
Yeah, well, we're looking for Varia, and I guess we're looking for speed, but not really, because they're probably... Leno's obviously comfortable with Suitless Dragon because he's already done it. Then MST probably also is. And then Scarlet gets her mitts, and it'll be like, oh crap, that's mitts. So let's go do mitts things, I guess.
Yeah, usually when I get a pair of mitts, I go to chase the mirror. I mean, what? Well, you know, you chase the mirror directly to Smith Chain, because that is something we can do as well.
That's also true.
No book, because no boots means that they're not going to be able to combo that with bombos.
So no grapple for no, I guess, charge. But nobody cares about charge when you could be carrying out hookshot or other things like that.
MST briefly forgetting that when you kill Aga, the pull spots change, so you can't pull that paw anymore.
MST can't tug paw.
No, no tug paw.
Wait, I thought that was only in Light World.
Oh, all the pull spots change.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
Interesting.
And, well, we don't have hook shots, so this is going to be a slow platform ride on the right side of TR.
Yeah, I was gonna say now Azure and Button are just never gonna kill Aga.
Did So leave without killing Croc?
So
the map says that they did.
Yep, So has not killed Croc.
So, oh boy. And Morphle Bombs were in... Where'd we see them?
Swamp. Compass
I knew we saw them somewhere. It was Swamp. It was the...
Compass Chest.
Yeah, Compass Chest Swamp. So it's still available to get the boots without Space Jump, but it's slower.
Okay, how... Oh, yeah. I was... Oh, yeah, we should probably, like, get those bombs marked.
Maybe. I mean, you don't have to. They're just bombs.
Yeah, who cares?
Leave them alone for long enough, they'll explode and leave a mark of their own. And of course, when you're in the situation where you don't want to go mode TR, it gives you all the keys in front.
Of course, because why wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a God TR.
Yep, that's what we call a God TR. Yeah, thankfully, MST did remember that you don't have hookshots, so you can't use the hookshot strat in the roller room.
I feel like if you're gonna do Lava Chest trying to full clear TR, you have to hope that you get a non-dungeon item here to at least make it slightly worth it.
Yeah, like if this is a key, it's literally useless. It's speed!
How about it's our logic the entire time?
Good grief. So, the logic was Hook was swapped to TR to get the speed to gravity. But the gravity doesn't even do anything. Except for when we find our hook shot in Aquanaut.
You know, we could.
Yeah.
That's the real spooky thing about this, isn't it? Aqueduct is hard locked by gravity, which is locked by speed.
It's not hard locked by gravity. What are you
Oh,
on about?
Don't you even get on the X-ray climb thing.
It's not even an X-ray climb. It's G mode. What X-ray climb?
This is how you know I'm a Link to the Past main.
Yeah, spot the SM main on comms.
Hook shot in waterway, anyone? Don't even say that.
That too. Yeah, but that's also bad. Not sure which is worse. Probably Aquanaut. Alright,
So,
Ice Palace. Here we go.
I like this.
And no chat, pet's dead. Well, yeah, I mean, Waterway, well, MST's probably going to do Waterway when he gets Grav. I don't know. It's like definitely a question of do you get Grav and pray you find stuff to do Sulis, Lower Warfare, or not do, or just find Varia. Then again, the Screw Attack was in a pretty bad spot, as well as the Charge, so definitely viable to just hope for Varia. Yeah, I would not be surprised to see Leno skip to Gravity, especially if they find Varia. Oh, there it is. So gets that the fish jump thing without any sort of ledge grab or down grab, which makes it a lot harder, but it gets the job done. Oh no! So I don't think. Yeah, So doesn't. Of course, he doesn't have Spring Ball. So yeah, So's gonna have to do. No, we got the slow crab. We got the slow crab, so So's gonna have a few more chances. It was a bit early.
Leno, please.
Leno, please.
Leno gets the ice break and then steps out of it in the middle of the barrier.
Because he's Leno, of course.
Well, he got rewarded for it. There's a soda can.
Nice. Soda can's actually really helpful for Variolus LN. I remember doing one without them, and I spent 30 minutes trying to kill Ridley and didn't. And it was a decent Ridley. It was like 9 tanks, but I had no reserves, and it was just awful.
So we've already seen 2 of the 3 items in ice. We do know Trinex has 1 item as well.
Indeed, so let's see what it is. So probably just gonna maybe just wait for that crab to leave. Yeah, gets the morph, gets in. Nice.
Oh no! Well, that's yeah, that is a thing in a place.
Yeah, that's a Varia on a crystal Trinex. So yeah, the only way you do Variolus LN here is if you just delete the Varia for shits and giggles. Which I mean, hey, that's a Link to the Past trick, Zaru. That's fair play.
So, MST, you gonna go visit Norfair or what? He hasn't activated his flute yet either, which I think is probably the thing I would do here.
Yeah, like you can activate the flute and then go into the LN portal, and all you haven't done in LN is Lower Norfair at this point, so definitely makes sense. Yeah, we have both suits acquired, so unless you're going to X-ray climb to the gravity, then yes, the suit list for the hammer was hard required. And yeah, then also the hell runs were required too, because you had to get the boots to get the book, to get the quake, to get the speed and the varia. So yeah, dumb stuff. Oh wait, yeah. No, you didn't have to do hell runs. You just had to do Hookless Swamp. You already had to do Hookless Swamp.
I don't think there's a situation you don't pick up gravity if you're going to check waterway, but I don't know if he keeps it here.
I mean, yeah. Okay, MST.
Oh, no waterway. So you're banking on hookshot being in either Meyer or LN at this point.
I mean, it's not unlikely. And then they can just decide to go there after those things and make it a lot worse, but it's fair.
Looks like he wants to do this the vanilla way, using the Norfair portal. Oh, he's going straight for Aqueduct. That makes sense.
Ah.
I thought for sure maybe this was a play to just go to GT with Space Jump. Yeah, but getting Aqueduct on Isolator is a good call here too. And taking out Dragon while you're there. Actually, FhailGuys don't know about Left Sandpit, do they?
Yeah, they haven't done Left Sandpit either, so this is... And then MST can also get charged, so it's definitely not bad. Also, what is Leno doing? He killed Cold Stare already. Think he missed Ice Tea and is going back for that?
Did he leave an item in Ice Tea?
I think that's the only logical explanation. No, he got this chest. He did big chest, right? Okay.
Yeah, he did. He bombed down to it. He's going to Ice Tea.
Yeah. Is he going to Ice?
He skipped Ice Tea straight up.
Okay. I mean, that's valid. That's a valid skip.
Alright, Aqueduct has nothing, so it's not here.
Yep, G mode would not have saved time, I guess. Wait, MST, why are you killing Botswoon? You could do this like after Ganon's Tower or something. I don't know why Leno hit the switch. I do not know what goes on in Lenifest's mind.
I mean, sometimes it's just habit, muscle memory.
I suppose that's true. And
right, he did leave an item in Ice Tea. Unfortunately, it was Cold Hard Cash.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna want that $20 bill.
Here's the one other thing we were talking about earlier. This is our first look at Smith Chain.
Yeah, that's the thing we haven't seen yet. Though we also haven't seen like Meyer and anything. Yeah, this is definitely TR for Leno. Yeah,
Leno's gonna go get his Varia suit, and probably we'll see FhailGuys converge on Lower Norfair at some point. And So's gonna go get his mitts.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Because what else are you gonna do?
But the biggest problem for FROMPS time right now is not having those boots, because as we've seen, the books required, Quake is on Ether, and Quake will get you into TR.
Yeah, just the later they get those boots, I'd say the more trouble that they're in, but they're already in quite a lot. And I really don't see FROMPS time coming back to win this race. Just, FhailGuys is so much more done. But anyways, MST has killed Dragon with the gravity suit to make it a lot easier and faster.
And the knowledge that you don't have to do some parts of Meridia because they've already been checked by your teammate. The only thing we'll probably see from MST here is a dip down left sandpit and 60-30 for ammo?
Yeah, I'd say
I don't think he's going for charge here.
I think I would.
Is charge worth the time?
It's very worth the time in terms of, like, you don't have to worry about going places for
ammo. That's true. There's still quite a bit in front of us here, too.
Yeah, I mean, we've got all of MST has back of Swamp and Mire that Leno hasn't done yet. At least in terms of crystals. And then you have, like, the one-offs that are stupid.
There's also the big key hunt in GT, and that's 22 checks that could have ammo for us as well.
This is true, and it's even more likely that it's in GT, that there's ammo in GT because of the jump. And also just how late it is in the chain, but yeah, he needs to find like 5 or 6 supers to be able to skip charge, so I'd probably go for it, especially since he's already going down left sandpit. So it's like a...
Lenofis briefly forgot the situation that is, oh no, he did it right, he just stepped back onto the platform. Well, that's silly.
He just wanted to give it a hug. Wanted to make it feel used.
Well, speaking of fighting more supers, there's some right there, and the screw attack, of course.
Of course.
And that screw is going to be nice for LN, because you just blow through everything that's in your way. But no, he's going to say no to those supers, and probably get charge.
If he says no to those supers, he's getting charged for sure. Yeah.
In the long term, the charge beam is fantastic. Especially with when you had full beam for most of the seat already.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, in almost the same way that MST did, that chain chomp just bites Leno. Alright, so now So is going to pick up his flute. And we might see them divert to Mire.
Yeah, Mire is definitely attractive because you get to know which medallion you need and whether you need Bombos, the actual. Well, I don't even know what I was saying.
Yeah, because FROMPS time, with what they know right now, they can't even get into TR, so they're going to want to think that something they need is probably in either Lower Norfair. Oh, actually, no, that's not logical. Mire or surrounding area. And yeah, Varia was on Trinex, so that book's hard blocking Varia.
Well, I mean, it's also blocking Quake, which is actually required, so it's not terrible, especially since the Varia is pretty much required to be picked up.
Yeah.
I've had a spring ball there. After that race, I learned how to delete that item. The only way I would actually be able to delete the item is if Farfalu told me that it was spring ball beforehand and I could prepare myself.
Yeah, in the meantime, we're going to see Scarlet go ahead and do Helma. Now, FROMPS time, also, because they don't have that book, doesn't know that Pedestal is dead. So,
that's also true.
I think she's more inclined to do Helma as a result of knowing he has an item and not knowing that the pedestal is required.
Well, yeah, I mean, if this is like Hook or something, this could be large, but not too large.
Yeah, we find out this is Hook. It's not necessarily bad for FROMPS time, but it's not necessarily bad for FhailGuys either, because they'll end up with the items that they've accumulated over the time that they were ahead. This is kind of rubber banded back a little bit here, with the exception of them not having the boots. And of course, it's just a power bomb pack, so nothing off the Helmasaur King today.
Lovely. For whatever reason, I thought that was a single arrow. Just, I don't know. I'm blind.
And it is Ether for Myers, so FROMPS time can go in.
Indeed, and so can FhailGuys.
Yeah, Ether was pretty early. Etikun's E-Tank, I want to say, and there's Bombas.
There's Spacer!
And there's Spacer! Excellent. Yeah, they can't go into Meyer, actually. They don't have a hook shot, and
oh yeah,
they don't have the boots either.
Yeah.
But this does allow them to take care of Desert, seeing as Desert was not boots locked. Fortunately, unless they consider 10 arrows and 20 rupees progression, it's not going to be a great play. But one we'll have to do eventually anyway. See, this is what I thought MST was going to do when he first took the Norfair portal. You're going to go up here and do Gold Terizo from the left with Space Jump, just on the off chance that's an item you need.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 20 seconds slower anyway, so not bad at all. That 20 seconds is assuming you get GGG first try if you go the other way.
Well, it'd be even more interesting than that, is he has not yet picked... Like, he hasn't activated his flute.
This is true.
So he would have to go down and around, as opposed to just fluting in from Meyer. Which they could full clear. If Meyer's got hookshot, ugh.
I mean, that's ugly, but that's just how it is. I think if Meyer had hookshot, you could theoretically skip the hookless swamp dip if you did a Variolous, Gravityless, or just Variolous Lava Dive, and got to the Meyer area that way. Nothing in GT. But MST's got the full beam combo, and he's gonna do left side GT. Because why not, I guess.
MST having a little bit of trouble finding that magic pixel where you can stand in GT and just be barely grazing the outside of the hitbox.
It's way stupider to find it on the left side than it is on the right side. Just because
left side is rough, but yeah. You know, full beam with charge makes quick work of Golden Terizo, so that wasn't... It was painful, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah, and you do have this energy refill.
Yeah, speaking of making quick work of something, Scarlet making quick work of Mothula, that was very good. Also, So making very good work of Lanmo.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed that we picked up 5-6.
Oh yeah, I guess we have. I haven't either, evidently.
So, this is another place where the hookshot can be.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, but look at this. Scarlet is going to blind pull the pedestal.
Because why wouldn't she? I mean, it actually makes a lot of sense. Just it hurts that it's nothing.
It's exactly as we wrote it up. It made sense because of how everything panned out for her and her route. And similarly to everything else, nothing in Pyramid Fairy.
So we've got Meyer, we've got Waterway. What else do we have?
Lower Norfair.
Oh yeah, that too. Lower Norfair is the thing.
You know, there's Firefleas, Shame, Ridley, Hoda Ruby, and Frank Z. That's 5 checks. And Mickey Mouse, there's 6.
Yeah, careful, Zara. You gotta comply with the meme that you're not allowed to say Mickey Mouse on stream.
I'm sorry, mouse-shaped missiles. Heart-shaped room. I don't know.
Generic rodent mascot room.
Disney, we love you, please don't sue. Anyway.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah, so I like the Meyer play here before you go into LN. It saves you some backtrack time. And if it's not, and if it's in here, you don't have to bother checking anything in Lower Norfair. You're just doing a Ridley run.
Yeah, I mean, in Lower Norfair, they say it all the time, but it's true. Lower Norfair is pretty linear, so you're not really saving much time by go-moding it. It's kind of like Thieves Town or Eastern. Or any dungeon your partner's done.
Yeah, but not having to go out of your way for some checks is still better than, you know, falling down in after a generic rodent mascot room.
True. This is like a minute. It's slow. MST waiting for that fireball. Probably a bit too much waiting, but he waited, and he didn't get hit. So good job, gamer.
You know, only having 9 hearts. I think every heart is precious when you're going into Vitreous without, you know, any worry for Vitreous, seeing as you have Silver's, Gold Sword, and K-Path Magic.
Yeah, I mean, K-Path Magic Gold Sword already is making Vitreous very free, and then the Silvers just make it even more free. Yeah, there's like a reason or something that the game didn't intend you to have either Silvers or Gold Sword in Vidi. Alright, there's the big key.
And he is going to continue looking for that hook shot on the off chance that it is here.
Well, I mean, it's one check left here, so it's definitely fine. It's not 0.
Ever go to Hera Basement and accidentally realize that you were only missing a compass the entire time?
I think I've done that, yeah. Oh, Leno having a close shave with Moth, but does have the cape to make it a lot safer. Gets that. It's
kind of a heads-up situational awareness by Leno. We have seen him a couple times use the Pyramid or Waterfall Fairy to fill an empty bottle with a green potion, which is all you can get from the fairies in SMZ3 combo. He did end up having to use one of those to get his magic back up to use that cape after taking some fire rod shots at Moth.
Yeah, it sucks when you have to do that. It always feels bad, but it's better to use it. Better to have it when you need it than to not use it and die.
Alright, so we've seen both checks in Meyer, so this is just a run to Vidi for MST.
Not hookshot.
Not hookshot.
And Scarlet is... Oh yeah, Scarlet's checking Screw Attack because that's in logic without Varia. Obviously we know that's just a super missile.
So Leno can actually just blow through this Meyer as, well, his teammate's currently here.
Yeah, not quite understanding why Leno's not doing LN first, but I don't know. It's doable both ways, to be honest. Leno, please. Leno just memeing around in Meyer too. Nice use of the Samaria block, that was neat.
Yeah, that was sharp. I wasn't sure... I mean, if you're going to go for that heart to get your beams back, you commit to it, and he just kind of stumbled a few times and took a Wizrobe beam as a result. But, you know, that was a beautiful use of the Samaria to clean up the last 2 Wizrobes in that room.
For sure.
It's the kind of strategy you love to see in Ganon's Tower, let alone anywhere else.
Yeah. Also nice cold stare fight there, so that was really nice.
Alright, so that would be the Well, MST hasn't done Desert yet, so that's 5 crystals for him. He can go ahead and go in, and Leno's already done Desert. So we're really only looking for a hookshot to be able to get through Swamp Palace at this point.
Yeah, we found both suits, so it's just hookshot, really.
Leno, please.
Leno...
Forgetting to flip that switch is... Especially since that's the big key.
Good grief. Alright, MST's now in LN, and we'll probably find the hookshot here. It's like waterway outside of this, so...
There's basically nothing left to look at.
Yeah.
As soon as he finds it, he's probably just going to go... Did we see Spike Cave? No, we didn't. I don't think we did.
Yeah, well, of course we have Cape, because... Oh, Aga. Yeah, we've got Cape, so we can definitely do Spike Cave in Logic.
Okay, we have seen Spike Cave as one of our trackers, Epi. Thank you, Epi.
Thank you.
And thanks to our other tracker today as well.
Worn Traveler.
Yeah, Worn Traveler. I was like, I've minimized my Discord for some reason, and I've lost all semblance of where I am. That's how much I've been trying to puzzle my head around this seed.
Have FROMPS found anything that FhailGuys have not? No.
It's not entirely true, but what they found was not anything that anybody would have wanted.
Okay, you're right. Yeah,
they did kill Helma, and pulled the pedestal, but I think all they got for it was a sum of rupees, and that's in a power bomb. Yeah, that's about it. So the seed is basically down to Lower Norfair and Waterway, because who wants to go to Waterway?
Not MST.
It's like SM Rando League Seasons 1 and 2 kind of, oh, it's got to be in Waterway!
Yeah, I remember I had, Variant Waterway in my first playoff match in Rando League this year versus OK Beamer of the Clippers, and then I lost that match. Not because of the Waterway, though. We definitely made the play, at the same time, but I
don't know which one I hate worse. Variant Waterway or Variant Shack Tool?
I mean, I like Variant Shack Tool just because I like the meme.
Okay.
I am a fan of Variant Shack. But yeah, Variant Waterway is not fun. And we do get confirmation this Spike Cave is just some garbage. Yeah, Leno gonna have a slower Turian than MST just due to the fact that he has no screw and no gravity. Gravity won't it will slow him down in Plowerhouse directly, and then it'll also slow him down indirectly because he'll have less health, effectively. He also has less health, effectively, because he has less E-tanks.
Yeah, and Varia only provides 50% damage resistance to enemies in this case, so anything that hits MST is going to hit Leno twice as hard.
Exactly. Example, these golden pirates that Leno's just going to slaughter. Leno, please. Leno,
and
please.
us at Speed Gaming want to thank Mozzarella Cheese for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. This is an SMZ3 2v2 co-op tournament match. As you see, FhailGuys on the left, FROMPS time on the right. And... okay. Ridley's dead.
But so is MST's stream. Leno, this is not good.
Oh, dear. Leno, basically in trouble here with 42 energy in reserves. Luckily, these red key hunters do not exactly like plasma and wave and ice in combination, so...
yeah, they'll die in 2 charge shots. And Scarlet finds the Pegasus boots.
And that is huge for FROMPS.
Yeah, just the
Because
lack.
they absolutely need that.
Yeah, the lack of those though is very concerning, and we don't know if MST's got the hookshot, but we know MST's got the Ridley kill.
I think
But I
we'll
guess-
know based on whether or not he decides to check anything in Ridley's escape.
I think we'll also know based on whether Leno decides to check Ridley's E-Tank.
I mean, Leno has to get to Ridley first.
Well, I suppose you're right.
It's 102 with no reserve. Yeah, I would
Until
be willing to hazard that he does not have hookshot. Something about still checking.
MST's internet, please. Alright, so apparently it was not Ridley, because MST did check PB's in jail. And yes, Bombs and Swamp is a answer, it's just not the fastest answer. No, it probably actually is. Because then if you do that, you don't have to go to Krog. We just barely caught a glimpse of that item being not the hookshot, TM.
And there it is.
There
All the way to Frankers the missiles in it too. 25, 50, some odd. That is go mode for FhailGuys.
Indeed. Now, all MST's got to do is Swamp Ice Desert, and Leno's got to do the rest of LN, as well as Swamp. That's it. So yeah, Leno's a bit ahead of MST here.
Yeah, Leno's cleaned up a lot of dungeons that he was able to do when MST was just poking around at checks and SM. Which, in a way, it worked out for them entirely, because they had a ton of information they could make advantage of.
Yeah, but I feel like the big factor in this race was just the fact that FROMPS time struggled so much with the SM stuff, like Suitless, CWJ, Hell Runs, all that fun stuff. So yeah, that was probably just the main issue with this race for FROMPS.
Let's see if MST decides to do... He's probably going to activate his flute now just to get around faster.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely reasonable, because it'll probably save enough time getting between dungeons.
So falling into Moth with 6 hearts and no magic, so this is going to be sword only, and I bet you this is going to be quick. And it was.
Yeah, that was a really good Moth fight. But MST, why are you doing...
MST hasn't done Desert.
Oh yeah.
Because MST didn't have the book for some time.
Yeah, I was all thinking, oh, why is MST going to Meyer when he's already done Meyer and went back into Meyer? Well, he didn't go back into Meyer, but he did like all of Meyer, cutscene chest. But yeah, Desert is a thing. But yeah, despite all the stuff that this seed has given them, this is looking like a sub 3 for FhailGuys. Which is definitely a solid time given the dumb stuff this seed had them do.
And it was all around dumb too. And it just so shows how hard logic, tricks, and SM can both lead you astray and open up the seed all at the same time.
Yeah, we will not be getting a GT Big Key thing until one of FhailGuys makes their way to GT after getting their last crystal.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't know if sub 3.
Eh.
Maybe. You still have GT and Mother Brain after these dungeon trips, so maybe just a low 3.
Yeah, I mean, Ice, Swamp, and Desert are all pretty quick, so you could probably get them done in under 10 minutes, so... like, he'll probably have all of the spoiler for GT, because Leno will have already done it. So I think it's going to depend on GT Big Key location for whether MST sub 3s or not.
So why is So back in Swamp?
Because he didn't get the bombs. Yeah, this makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't get the bombs.
Okay,
and
sure.
they think that's the answer because they found the roots and they don't want to know where the space is.
Yeah, so we're gonna IBJ to Boots to get. We still haven't seen either of them go up and make any book checks. I mean, obviously, So doesn't have the boots yet, but has Scarlet not even picked up the book, or has she?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was just more watching where the hookshot was. See, at this point, FROMPS time are for sure looking for Varia speed, which we know is in TR. Then also the hookshot, and then they'll also need to have So do Aga to get to that quick medallion. And yes, we finally did get a hard seed in the race of the person who's been complaining the most about there not being any hard seeds, Metroid MST.
Yeah, a nice logically required suitless Meridia climb to get your hammer for Dark World access.
Yep, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't it do that?
But that's not all. It was also an Aga seed because the book on Lumberjack hard-gated your TR entry medallion.
Yep, that too. But that's not all either, because there's also Mitz and Hook with Swamp.
Hard double dip Swamp is a feeling.
Yeah, like you're only going to get that if you're only gonna get the Mitz if without having to double dip Swamp if you like do LN without Varia, because the Varia is locked by the Mitz.
You would have to do a Varia-less lava dive.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'd have to do a lava dive too. Yeah, I mean it's doable for sure. Like
absolutely.
But yeah, it's not the thing you'd be doing.
But looking at FROMPS times energy counts, I don't think either of them would probably be very comfortable doing it.
I mean, I wouldn't with their energy counts, and I'm an SM man, so yeah. And
Scarlet relaying the information that Quake is sitting on Ether. We should probably be going to TR.
Yeah, and So should probably be going to Aga.
Yeah, and that's where he is going. MST, you need to pick up the key first, dude.
Yeah, fun fact, when you do Swamp, you need to actually get this key, because you need to open the door to... Well, I suppose you don't. No, in this seed, you do need the key. But yes, you need the key.
Chat asking if the logic allows for suitless Dragon. SMZ3 does not logically require suitless Dragon, however that didn't stop Lenifus from doing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, suitless Dragon's not uncommon to see in SMZ3, just because it's so quick to do, if you can do it like after GT or after Swamp. It's not like SM Rando, where you have to go through all of Meridia without gravity, and it's a lot slower. This, you can just do it. It's easy. Well, I say easy, it's hard to learn it, but it's easy to make the call for it once you learn it. Oh yeah, so Leno got his 7th crystal, so Zaru. I think we have a little game we like to play.
Yeah, so there's this one key that may or may not allow you to climb Ganon's tower. It can be anywhere from the first chest you open to the 22nd. So if chat, you have a guess as to where we might find that big key to Ganon's Tower, please leave it in chat.
Thank you very much. So yeah, I usually go with 6 nowadays. I used to be an 8 main, but now I'm 6.
Sorry, Epi, we're not playing Key Sanity. The key has to be in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, this isn't like Key Sanity.
Oh gosh, So has 2 hearts climbing Aga Tower right now.
Yeah, to be honest, the end of Aga Tower, if you play it really safe, isn't terrible. And low health Aga Tower isn't bad compared to like low health other dungeons at Swamp House.
And MST is going to make his way over to Ice. He'll have full intel from Leno as to where that big key is.
Which he needs? I don't think he does.
He doesn't need it, but it's definitely going to make GT faster.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Ice big key.
Oh no, I meant the GT big key.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's not going to bother. He's going to flip the switch and just drop and drop and drop, and boom, there's Cold Stare, and Cold Stare's dead. Because Gold Sword.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, in theory, in this seed, since the big key was in the spike chest, that's pretty free. You could, in theory, skip the, if you remember where the small keys are, you can skip hitting the switch in the seed, but sometimes, that's not the case, and you actually have to do the switch. So yeah, 1 and 2 were garbage, 3 is a small key in GT.
Yeah, logically required boots. Again, you know.
Roll eyes. Well, I mean, logically required, hard required, more like.
Well, yeah, but also, like, just, you know, like, hey, you want some boots? Here, we'll put a key that you're supposed to get on the Torch in GT. Go get your boots.
Sure, why not?
That's a lot of keys, Leno.
Yeah, he's got, like, a large number. So 4 through 7 were all garbage. Well, I don't know if a key counts as garbage, but they weren't the big key. That's what we care about. Now 8.
MST trying to break the ice.
Yeah, that looks like the ice doesn't want to be broken. It's gonna have a mind of its own. MST, please. Okay, MST, this is why you play on the keyboard for both games. Not just for SM, both games. Nine is a hard piece. And yes, SM does have those beat the game in a few minute glitches. They're just a lot harder to do. Because in order to do the beat the game in a few minutes glitch, you have to be able to you have to be able to either deboost or IBJ on low health to X-ray. But then you can use the X-ray to just like go out of bounds and then set the escape flag. And then it's pretty much GG. 10, 11, 12, 13, all garbage.
Did MST just pick up the big key?
I think he did. I mean, it was in the spike chest, so it makes sense.
I don't remember if he flipped the switch or not, though. That's my thing.
Well, I mean, he has to have flipped the switch if he's gonna kill Coldster here.
Well, then why even bother with the big key? I don't know.
Because it's right in the way, and it might not have been the big key because Leno might not have told him that it was the big key, or he might have forgotten. It's very possible. So 14 there, some more garbage of some sort, not the big key. I think it was like a heart piece or maybe.
Well, luckily Silver's making these Ice Arbos Knights quite literally a joke. Let's see if it's in its vanilla room at the very least.
Whatever those numbers are not the big key.
Yeah, so we're down to 18 through 22. I think.
Yep. Yeah, that would be 15, 16, 17. So, Leno has still not gotten the GT Big Key. And MST has gotten his 7th crystal.
And Scarlet in a moment will be picking up Varia, and that should tell FROMPS time what they need to do. Again. Yep. Scarlet kind of dancing around on Laser Bridge with one heart. Well done.
Yeah, very nice. Those were some solid laser skips. Okay, that Samaria block looked very, very out of place for Scarlet. And Leno's gonna do Tile Room. Almost done with it now. Not the big key.
Well, alrighty then. There was a key in Hope Room, so if it's here in Compass, you might be seeing MST just go straight for it. That's provided Leno shares the information that he needs. Alright, there's first half of Trinix down for Scarlet. And so we'll be picking up his Quake and we'll be joining in just a moment. And Trinix has Varia. Varia may or may not have been kind of an item of dire importance on the seed.
E-Tank. Supers.
Game, don't you dare.
It's 22. That's the big key. In the last chest that Leno opened.
Well, at the very least, knowing that's going to make MST just go straight right.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll need to get a key out of the torch, but then he can just get the pot key and be fine.
There was a key in Hope Room. It was Hope Room left.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so MST knows that.
So he's gonna go get his big key, get the pot key, and then climb.
I like it. Fast. Leno on 2 hearts, so one is probably gonna take safety room here.
I didn't notice this. So is only just doing Paradox Cube.
Well, I mean, all that's there is the ice rods. So you can put that off. You can put that off for like forever.
Yeah, that's fair. I just hadn't realized he hadn't been over here at this point.
Fair enough. Yeah, Scarlet not wanting to do the speed and high jump here. It's gonna just IBJ here. Makes sense. MST, don't you dare mirror. Okay, good. He remembers to get the key. But I love how I remember other runners needing to get the key when I'm on commentary, but I never remember to check for having the key myself when I'm running. It's a problem that I have.
I thought for sure that Silver was going to hit that Zazek, and I'm disappointed that it just grazed his main.
Hitboxes, man. They're weird. That fire rod shot, however, did not miss that stealth at all. Just dead on.
Alright, Leno with an ample supply of silvers. He had like 40 silvers starting this gauntlet. Makes very quick work of Landmo.
Oh, did we just miss So Hover Hookshot Cave?
I think we're seeing it in real time, actually.
Yeah, I meant the first half, but yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah, but yeah, we did see him decide to hover, and unfortunately, Hookshot Cave, which we knew it couldn't really have anything, didn't have anything.
Well, hold on, are FROMPS time not in go mode with the knowledge of where gravity's at? Well, no,
they still don't know where Hookshot is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. But they're in hook go mode, so why are they checking hook lock stuff?
I don't know if there's anything that they don't know where charge is. They don't know where. Well, they don't. That's the only other thing they could have been looking for, really. I'm honestly kind of confused. Anyone who's joining us late, Charge Beam was behind Shack Tool. Because of course it is.
Yep. And MST made the right call and went to go get it.
Is that the first time we've seen anyone make a stun prize check all seed? I mean, we didn't have a boomerang or hookshot for most of the seeds, so
I
it
think
stands
so,
to reason.
yeah.
Well, the stun prize is hearts,
Nice
which
to
is
know.
pretty nice to keep yourself alive going up Gauntlet if you're having issues.
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, hearts, especially like Gauntlet or other places where you might need hearts, aka the entire game. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I mean, without hearts, you're dead, so yes.
But like Zara, we humans only have one.
What kind of creature is Link if he can have as many as 20?
Not a human, I guess. I mean, he is a Hylian, not a human. So
That's true.
guess it makes this makes sense canonically.
There's the expected Samaria strat everyone's waiting to see. These two rooms are satisfying as heck with that cane.
For sure.
And look pretty neat, too.
This is also true.
Scarlet's going into Ridley on Varia with 5 E-Tanks. And no charge beam.
She's got like 45 supers.
Yeah, that's a good, healthy number of supers.
Yeah, it's definitely doable, but it's gonna be a time. See how she does. It's definitely fine, just don't die and stuff. Oh, she's just gonna walk right in. I like it.
Yeah, she's like, I ain't afraid of no giant space pelican.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, rightfully so. Ridley is deathly allergic to supers.
Exactly.
Yeah, that low pogo, you know, just taking those fireballs really works out here. This is going to be a nice fight for Scarlet.
Yeah. Ridley is almost dead and stuff. I think he's dead. But she takes a lot of damage near the end of the fight, but still finishes with 2 E-Tanks. Exactly, in fact.
You know, back in the earlier days of speedrunning, they used to have to put the disclaimer that they take damage to move faster. Speaking of taking damage, Leno, don't hog the pig! Oh gosh, Leno, please.
Leno, please. I mean, he has time on MST. He will need it.
That's fine, because MST decided that he wanted to get bumped off by Moldorm again.
Who wouldn't? It's the experience that everybody goes through.
It's the latest and greatest pastime.
Okay. MST decides that it's Moldorm's time to get bumped. Twice.
But Moldorm exploded on the platform. You're supposed to knock him off.
Oh, really? Really? Wow. I need to practice that then. What if we make Moldorm knock you off, but down, and like a lot, and maybe use like a bomb to help or something? That'd be cool.
That'd be kind of, I don't know, you would almost think you could fly with something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can fly with bombs in other games, so why can't we do it in this one?
Alright, so Leno is on the last slash before Ganon Phase 4 here.
Indeed.
This is where how free the sea was kind of helps a little bit. Yeah, early on we got a lot of decent stuff, you know. Relatively early tempered, silvers and bow showing up in early spheres.
Fully Tempered was nice, but the hammer was not.
No, the hammer is really the story of the seed at this point. But in the meantime, let's get some single G's in chat for Lenifus taking down Ganon. 1 down, 1 to go.
Yep, FhailGuys having acquired one of their 4 Gs, I guess. I think that's the meme now.
And MST's right behind him. So remember what I said about maybe sub 3? This is going to be close.
This is looking like sub 3 potential.
Backdoor strats for So on Trinex working out pretty good, saving a couple seconds here and there.
Leno, why are you going this way instead of resetting? I don't understand.
I think one should try not to understand the Leno.
I suppose you're probably right.
Throw 8 for content. There's nothing throw about this unless MST decides to do his best Lenifus impression. And Scarlet picks up the hook shot, and that will put Fromps in knowledge for go mode.
Yeah. Fromps time do hit go mode before FhailGuys finish, so that's at least something.
It's one thing I don't really get is why you go for Torch Glitch when you have silvers.
I mean, there's apparently some patterns where it's optimal, but most patterns it's not.
And there is Ganon for MST, finishing that fight on half a heart most of the way through. So, very nice. See, that is a half set of Gs for FhailGuys. What is Scarlet looking for? Still charge?
Yeah, charge and ammo, probably.
And the ammo situation is not great for Fromps time right now.
Yeah,
So has
worse.
15.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot worse for So than it is for Scarlet.
So is going to pick up Gravity, however.
Yeah, I think given the strengths and weaknesses that we've seen from Fromps time thus far, definitely makes sense for them both to get the Gravity Suit.
And it might have been a rough go for SM for these two, but I'd watch out for Fromps time in the Link to the Past Randomizer League coming up this autumn.
For sure, yeah, they're definitely a really good, solid Link to the Past team. They're a good team in here, but yeah, just SM decided to say no today for Fromps time.
Leto doing the coveted baby skip.
Very, very hard to do. Definitely. Yeah, for sure. This is definitely a rough loadout. Not loadout. Loadout. It's definitely a rough bracket for Fromps time. They beat Poor Life Choices in the first round, but then lost to Team Farts, the 2 seed, and then losing to FhailGuys, the quote-unquote 28 seed, but FhailGuys just weren't able to make any qualifiers. So, yeah, it's how it is.
Don't look now, but MST is actually kind of closing the gap on his teammate.
Yeah, if he gets baby skips, then that would be pretty big. But it's really just a race between two teammates. And Lenifus supporting the proper Zep skip propaganda, not doing the down back. Good job.
Thank you, Leno.
Yeah, the down back is doable, but not free. Source, I did it in my GT Classic run last night. I think it was last night. It was a couple days ago. Or something.
Alright, so he's going to make his way over to Dragon. And he still has to go down to Ridley and pick up his hook shot. Scarlet otherwise still needs to just go to Dragon, but depending on how comfortable they are with, say, Dragon Escape, they're going to have to make a detour for Gravity as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's very possible that Scarlet can just go east here and kill Dragon without gravity, but
Well, yeah, absolutely.
or do it after Ganon.
The trick is, does she know how to get out without gravity?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's also very possible that once they see the dot done from FhailGuys, that they'll just forfeit, and we will not see the rest of FROMPS Time's race. Lenifus, please do not, like, die. And also, please stop doing that, Lenifus. Like, actually, though. I swear, it's like he hates me or something.
Little stand-up action. This can save a few seconds if you do this optimally. You know, take the Mother Brain shot down from the shot. The last phase down from, was it like 36 Hyper Beam shots to
0.
Yeah, basically 0.
Not basically 0. It can be actually 0 if you do it well enough. That is.
I don't think I've ever seen a 0. I've seen a couple 1s and 2s.
Watch the 100% world record. I've done 0 a couple times myself. Not a couple times. I've done it.
I think the best I've ever done is 4, and that's why you don't see me race this game.
I mean, 4's definitely solid. Like that takes like a good stand-up to get 4.
Yes, but for every 4 I've had, I've also had a soft lock.
Pepe hands. Yeah, that's why. There's so much stuff you have to know about stand-up if you're gonna do it. Like, there are so many little details you have to get wrong or not get wrong. Like, you can't be in this place when the baby's doing this one thing. You can't be in this other place or doing this other thing at the right time, and it's all a lot of little details.
So Scarlet went over and picked up Grapple. You think maybe she'll do the back of Meridia without gravity?
Well, they didn't know that Grapple was there yet, because So doesn't have it either.
And I guess that's fair?
I guess, yeah, probably just making checks for charge, I guess.
MST, you did that on purpose.
What did he do?
Did he run into Mother Brain, or was he at 13 the whole way?
Well, I mean, the more health you have, the more time you get with the baby on you, so the less time you need to worry about the baby being frozen. So it's I don't know. I don't know if it's actually a time save. It's not a time save. But what is a time save, I guess, is Lenifus' final time. So get your GGs in chat for Lenifus, finishing in first place on official race time of 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 55 seconds.
For the kind of stuff the Seed wanted us to do, sub 3 from any one player is still really good, even in co-op.
Yeah, speaking of sub 3, if MST doesn't, like, put down his controller for 30 seconds, or his key, or whatever, he doesn't walk away for 30 seconds, he should be sub 3 as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, FROMPS Time probably has seen that first dot done, and they're going to feel the pressure, because Leno can't have MST too far behind him if things go according to plan for a cooperative race, so...
Yeah, for sure.
Scarlet is going to make her way down to Cold Stare, so has taken down Dragon, still has Ridley and a couple crystals to finish up.
Yeah, this is just not good for FROMPS Time. That hammer.
That hammer. And that Suitless Meridia, and Suitless Meridia is just so tough.
And also
if you're not used to it,
though, yeah, it definitely takes practice.
It's definitely easier with Spring Ball, but Spring Ball was in Meridia, so I mean, that was a hard required Ice Main Street climb.
exactly, yeah. Well, no, it wasn't. Because you could go through the back door after killing Aga.
You know, you're right. But, you know...
This is where I get to say that it's not hard required, and it's also even in logic.
And you know, you're right, and you were right about sub 3, because that's MST finishing with a race time of 2:15.937. That'll give FhailGuys the win here today, folks. Let's get some GGs in chat for all 4 of our runners.
Yeah, nice segue to the MST finish time. But yeah, speaking of FhailGuys, we have Leno in here. GGs.
I heard there were GGs.
There are, in fact, GGs. And let's get some GGs out for FROMPS time, as seeing that their opponents have finished. They did opt to forfeit the match. Let's see if they want to join us in the interview booth as well.
One of them mentioned, let me double check it real quick. Scarlett will not do interview because she is going to go shower and sleep.
That seems like a good idea. It's kind of late on a Thursday night.
Yep,
For sure.
Not sure about so though.
All right, yeah.
So let's talk about that seed. Let's talk about that seed.
All right. So you were the first player to make the play to go up Aga Tower. You were the first player to make the play to go down to Crocomire. You were the first player to find the boots. Give me your thoughts.
Honestly, I felt like I was behind with the Aga play. Because we found a couple swords immediately, we found Lamp immediately, we found Cape immediately, and with the knowledge of the book at Lumberjack, like, okay, this is looking like a really, really scary Aga play, but could also possibly be bait, because we still had a lot of the checks with Morph Ball being early in Blind's Hut, with ammo being so scarce, farming for ammo. I mean, it had the potential of being early Aga required. It had the potential of just being early Aga bait. I decided to follow the Aga play in the hopes that Pendant Pod, always Pendant Pod. Pendant Pod always has progression. Yeah, Pendant Pod had nothing. And without a glove, I couldn't do Catfish. Without Hookshot, I couldn't do Village of Outcasts. Although, I was reminded after the fact that, oh, dummy, there's a portal. There's a whirlpool you can take to get up there. I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that. And then I get told, oh, by the way, there's a glove and wreck ship. Like, ah. So I felt like that missed whirlpool was gonna bite me so hard. I thought I was gonna lose so much time because I did not do Village Scout as early as I could have.
Well, you still need the hookshot to get over to Village of Outcasts, even if you take that whirlpool. That just gets you past the glove hammer requirement with the flippers.
So that whirlpool in Light World will put you west of Sanctuary, but in the Dark World it goes to Dark Potion Shop. So without Hookshot, that you don't have access to West Dark World at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that didn't actually burn us then. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking that portal goes to that location.
I thought that for the longest time, but then I used it, and then I was like, oh wait, no, it doesn't.
And then I want to give a shout outs to the tournament where we finally have not one but two actual SM hard logic required for this seed. We had logical Suitless Meridia, we had logical Suitless Norfair.
No, we didn't.
Heck yeah, we had it.
No, we didn't have logical Suitless Norfair because FROMPS time never got spaced, but they used the bombs in Swamp to get their boots. So no Suitless Norfair, but the Suitless Meridia was logical.
Yeah, they never went down to Crocomire. There were some points in the seed where we didn't see you or MSC go over to Wreck Ship until after we'd already seen. Am I remembering this correctly, MM2? Someone got a glove.
Yeah, I think it was MST who got.
Oh, it was MST that got the glove. Okay.
Somebody got the glove.
A glove was found in Wreck Ship, and it was like, All right. Well, there's a glove and wrecked ship. So now where's it? It was Scarlet. It was Scarlet because she ditched on wrecked ship E-Tank and Sky Missiles, and showed us the mirror too.
Okay.
No, it was MST who found the glove first, for sure. Because I remember thinking, now Leno doesn't have to do CWJ because he found the space. But MST did CWJ.
Also, anti-shoutouts to Wreck Ship for actually having progression this seed. Boo.
It was again wrecked ship of the different variety. It had 2 pieces of major progression, and unless you're going out of your way to hell run to space jump or some other darn thing, you're CWJing to get them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we have done so many practice seeds leading up to the tournament, and even during the tournament, we have not had progression in Wreck Ship yet with any of our practice. It just hasn't happened.
All right, what
are tonight's? What the heck is going on? Yeah, and we were wondering what the heck was going on because, like, the first round was like, okay, half of the seeds have Wreck Ship progression. Like, what is going on? What the heck? I don't get this. I just didn't get it.
Well, I mean, yeah, this seed was quite dumb. Especially the hammer. That gave FROMPS time a lot of trouble because they just struggled a lot with the Suitless Meridian, also the CWJ, and then So died to Phantoon a couple times. And then Hell Runs were not good for them. And yeah, this was not FROMPS time as a seed. But it was a very well-deserved win for you guys.
Well, I knew that the Suitless Norfair wasn't going to be an issue because MST found an energy tank in Wreck Ship. So I knew that everything on Bubble Mountain was completely in logic. Everything at Croc was completely in logic, except for the Pantry Missile. So I decided to do Norfair. Found an energy tank, got bailed out there, got a free refill at Norfair Reserve. That was great. Decided to go to Speed Booster. Oh, hey, by the way, another energy tank. Why not? Go to Wave Beam. Had nothing. Okay, let's go down to Croc. Oh, has a full heart. By the way, very healthy seed. I don't know how many of the full heart containers we found, but I'm pretty sure we found at least 9 of them. Because there was one in Cathedral I skipped that I know for sure I skipped. There might have been another open one I skipped, but there were so many hearts this seed. There were just so many.
It was like they were coming in spades.
Yeah, they were. They really were.
That pun deserves a clubbing.
And not only that, we found both males early. One was on Race Cave, one was in Ice Rod Cave. Like, well, health is not really going to be a concern this seed.
Yeah, but then the opposite happened to FROMPS time because Scarlet had like 1 energy tank and 1 reserve, like doing Suitless Meridia. So it was not good for them.
Yeah, by the way, Suitless Meridia enemies hurt. Bubble crab, the crabs, that's 120 damage. The fish are like 160, something like that. The pirates are 180, I think. I don't know. They're insane numbers. They're just crazy numbers. You do not want to hug anything in Meridia without a suit.
Well, I mean, it's what happens when the game intends you to be there with a quarter of the damage taking that you're currently taking.
Yep.
Yeah, GG's to you guys. Yeah, fun seed. The hook shot late probably felt bad, but it was just how it went. I was surprised when you guys didn't like immediately go to LN once you found the Varia, to be honest. What were your thoughts on that?
I was considering it, but we've been having this thought process that let's clear crystals, get them done, just get them done. He skipped he skipped desert by accident because that this happens. But I mean, there's been times when we're in go mode and I have 1 crystal, or we're in go mode and I have 1 SM boss done. Like it's just a matter of we're just getting our crystals out of the way, just focus on those, and then worry about the rest. It kind of helped that I was actually thinking about doing Lore Norfair, but with him being ahead, finding the flute and the suit on Trinex, yeah, shoutouts to all the progression in TR again. At least
Yeah,
it's not
why
Morph
not?
Ball on Laser Bridge. Yep. He had enough of a lead on me in Mire and in Norfair with my Crystal Cleanup that we'd have a pretty good idea of where stuff was going to be. And then it just turns out that Hookshot was in Franker Z.
Because why not?
And Ridley... Yeah. And Ridley had a heart container. I think I remember being told that. Like, the health.
And the way that kind of progressed, we were pretty sure that Lower Norfair ended up being your last location based on what you two had checked. So, you know, it had to be that or Waterway. So
I think they hadn't done Helma. At
Yeah,
that time either.
and there was Helma. We'd seen
Yeah, I'm
Helma
pretty sure-
because Fromps Time went and killed Helma.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Helma had the last item because if I did the key logic correctly in Pod, there should have been a small key in the Vanilla Big Key chest. There should have been a small key in Harmless Hellway, and that should have been the last item on Helmasaur. If I did the key logic correctly in there.
Well, the last item was on Helmasaur for sure, because we saw that it was a power bomb pack.
Okay. I mean,
So
it was
either-
getting to the point where if I would have had more ammo, I just would have done full suitless Lower Norfair. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't need a couple more energy tanks, but I just would have done full suitless Lower Norfair with more ammo because
Yeah,
we already
it was-
had full charge. Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking like you might consider that, but I was also thinking about like, did you guys ever consider the X-ray climb as a gravity suit?
No. No. X-ray was not in the best spot, and considering how much time it would have taken to get that, I mean, we knew where it was pretty early, and we were thinking if this is going to be late in the chain, then I feel like it's going to help us as a team, just because the more suitless Meridia that is required, the better I feel it was for us. Turns out that was the case. And
Yeah, for
speaking
sure.
of that, before he decided to dive Aga, I decided to scout the book locations as hard as possible. Grapple on Bombos. Like, okay, let's go back to Meridia. You know, what? You know, Suitless Meridia was fun once. Let's do it a second time.
Yeah, because
And
why
then
not?
Quake. Yeah, and then Quake on Ether. I'm like, oh no. We do not want that. That Aga, as soon as that Quake appeared, that Aga being required just like spiked up to, you know, it just spiked up to 12. Like, oh, you probably should do that. And he's like, yeah, I should probably do that.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
that's why.
it's kind of required.
And then I decided to do more Meridia with the grapple. I'm like, okay, I can full clear everything in Meridia except for the Aqueduct. Which, you know, it's not going to be it's not going to be bad. We know speed won't be in Aqueducts. So, kind of hoping speed was in Meridia. Kind of hoping the logical double dip in Meridia was required. Turns out it was just garbage. I was worried about abandoning Left Sandpit, though. I did not want to do that initially. He talked me out of doing that, and thankfully it was not required. It was just a screw attack in there. Yeah, screw attack not required. But screw attack, that was a little bit feels bad, but I knew that once it was there, I was never going back for it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
why would you
shout out, yeah, and then shout outs to Shack Tool. Oh,
Why
that charge
not?
game.
Oh, charge on Shack Tool,
Charge.
because why not?
Because why not?
And in
Yeah.
a seed where ammo was backloaded pretty hard in some cases. Power bombs were easy to come by, but at some
Yep.
points you're only going to have enough to Crystal Flash once because you don't have any supers.
Yep. And that made me feel so bad when I did the back end of the gauntlet, and I just took a misstep and I fell down right side. And I saw that super on the left side. I'm like, no. And I was in ammo management mode for so long because of that. I knew where it was if I had to come back to it. I didn't want to have to, but I knew where it was if I had to. And then my early Bryn play, because of this ammo management mode, it felt like I was doing a low percent, even though I've never done low percent. Like, it was so bad, the bugs just wouldn't drop anything.
Yeah, bug farming is just, it's rough. Especially when they just don't give you the drops. At least you're not farming for power bombs. That's terrible.
Oh gosh.
Well, MST, What else would you have done? Like, would you have tried to route in all the supers? Probably.
Oh, he definitely would have. As soon as he saw a charge, he's like, and we mentioned this a couple times, or at least he did. Like, as soon as I get this charge, all the supers are going to start appearing, and then immediately he finds 5 super packs. I'm like, yep, that's pretty much how it goes. He regrets finding, or at least going for the charge, because he would have been fine with ammo mode. I don't know what the time difference would have been, but it probably would have been even closer of a finish if he just went ammo mode.
Yeah, it's like ballpark a minute slower to get to Shag, after like GT, as opposed to right then. So it would have been fine, I think. But yeah, all right. GG's to you guys. Your next opponent is gonna be one of X grams of shrooms, Umslaw, or Ace T. So how are you thinking about that?
Umslaw is definitely the toughest out because Hitaka and Maniacal, they are 2 very strong SMZ3 players. Hitaka, we say this as a meme now, but Hitaka was legit the world record holder for SMZ3 Rando for a hot minute. Hitaka and Maniacal, good teammates. Ace T, good team. And then, what'd you say that one was? Fire Rod locked?
No, X grams of shrooms, Croak and Beefy.
Oh, X grams. Croak and Beefy. Croak is a really good SM player. Beefy, I'm not too sure of, but I know there are no easy outs. I mean, any team we go up against, it's gonna be a tough race.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I say, Croak and Beefy definitely hard SM mains. Good in SM, but I don't know about Link to the Past. I haven't really seen them do too much there, but yeah, Umslaw, Ace T, definitely hard matchups there. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing those. But anyways, GG's to both of you guys, and yeah, GG's to FROMPS time as well. Thank you for participating in the SMZ3 tournament. But yeah, I guess final words from you, Leno?
GG's to you guys. Shoutouts to you, MM2, and Zaru for doing commentary. Shoutouts to the trackers. You got Epi and Warren Traveler. The 2 of you help everyone on watching. Keep everyone honest, just helping everyone out. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Zaru, any last words from you?
Well, thanks for having me, MM2, and once again, hearty GG's. Make sure you give these 4 runners a follow: Metroid MST, Lenifus, and Scarlet, and the bot appears to have gone back to sleep. Thanks, bot. But
thanks, bot. Yeah.
Been a long time since I've seen a combo race straight through, and this seed did not fail to deliver.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But yeah, in that case, GG's to all 4 runners. Shoutouts to all the crew. My friend Zaru for co-commenting this race with me. It was a grand old good time. Thoroughly enjoyed it.